Oh, baby, I don't wanna know. Yo, man, listen, I've had that KH3 Don't Think Twice song stuck in my head, yo. But you know what's another song I've had stuck in my head the entire day, bro? You can smile again. And you want to know why I've had this stuck in my head, man? Because the greatness of a Hanta has returned, man. It's back, baby. And we're in like swimwear. And it's been quite a month, or I should say not even quite a month, quite a week for Hunter x Hunter, having the dub officially reach the palace invasion portion of the Chimera Ant arc. Of course, we got an amazing news for Jump Force, Kurapika, Manga, Suit, Vongola Kurapika, and Killua officially confirmed for Jump Force. And then latest volume cover was revealed. Togashi's editor apparently said the next chapter or something within the next or something within this next couple set of chapters is apparently the greatest chapter of all time. And Togashi's back. So I really wanted to talk about Hunter x Hunter Awesome Sauce. I'm gonna start sending out some links to go with friends of mine so they could join me on this discussion. But I wanted to start it off just saying what's up to everybody and talking about some greatness, man. And then I'll start inviting some people in here and we're gonna party started, bro. Talking about the Togashi greatness. All I ask, man, is that if you know anything about the chapter, bro, please don't spoil anybody around here, dog, because we're all Hunter x Hunter fans. If the chapter is as wild as the editor is saying, I wouldn't want to spoil anybody in the stream. So please just keep that to yourself, man. And then whenever the actual chapter comes out, we'll be in like Swimmer Coach, and it'll be a lot of fun. But let me look at the comments right quick, man. Let me look at the comments just to see who's going in like Swimmer Coach. We got Darrell in here, man. What's going on? Citrine, bro. What's good, my man? What's good? Jeff N is in here like swimwear. What's going on, Kamal, bro? Badger states that it's at 3 a.m. stream, man. I could listen, for anybody who stays up for these streams, dog, God bless y'all, man, because I understand, bro. I understand. Yo, my boy Sticker Tricker, what's good, my friend? Aragi Senpai, my friend, what's good? Yo, my boy Northside, man. Northside with a Z. Kurodo Hrusifin. My boy Joy Boy's not caught up, man, but hopefully he will be here in the near future. What's going on, Sage, my brother? How's it going, man? My boy Laz, bro. Flipping Laz, man. I gotta get Laz in here to talk about a certain poll that he did yesterday, because that was very interesting. I voted, of course. I voted for the Jing and Crollo thing, but I would like to have Laz in here to talk about that poll. We'll get more into that later. My cousin Adrian is in the comments as well, man. Shout out to my boy Adrian. He just recently watched Hunter x Hunter and just recently caught up to the manga. So shout out to my cousin, man. He's a good man. I got Danielle Crowder. How's it going, Danielle? Let me see. Zach said that boy Rico trying to make an Undertaker entrance. Hey, man, that's my inspiration. You know what I'm saying? All wrestling entrances are always goats. So it's a huge inspiration. What's going on, Ali? Yo, I love that profile picture. Yo, that's awesome. Finally off for the greatest. Elaine Suarez, what's good? Shamarks, what's good? Well, my boy Zypher, man. How's it going, y'all? Zypher, I'm going to send you the link here in a couple of minutes, man. I just wanted to talk to everybody, get everything situated, and I'm going to start sending out links to the squad. Let me see. Going through here. Yo, what's going on, Family Guy 10, bro? What's good, yo? Money Marsh. What's good? Hey, Money Marsh, man. I wasn't able to shout. I was meaning to, but then I got sidetracked. We were talking about Gintama, bro. But I wanted to give you a shout out for that Yes We Can episode yesterday, man. That's my boy Money Marsh, bro. Yo, Senato. What's good, Eto, man? What's good? Shout out to the Black Reaper. I've never seen a chapter as gas as next one. If they don't drop the Yusuke Urumeshi's Dawn Freeze and dropping the series, bro. We all know Yusuke's Jing, bro. We all know Yusuke's Jing, man. Family Guy says no spoilers, but have you seen the color page? I have not. I've everything aside, like I said before. The only thing that I know about the next chapter is that apparently the editor was hyping it up insanely crazy, and I saw the volume cover. That's the only thing I know about the next chapter of Hunter x Hunter. Yo, Nile, what's good, bro? That's my dude right there, man. Nile greatness. I'm glad to have you on a stream, my friend. What's good, Frog? How's it going? Yo, Michael Mickles, bro. What's good? What's good, man? 2 nights in a row, bro. I don't know, man. We drank some consistency juice around here. Zodiac Hollow 6 was good, bro. Yeah, man, it feels amazing to have the greatness coming back. And Quinn, Hunter x Hunter hype, man. Absolute awesome sauce, yo. All right, man, I'm going to go ahead and start sending out some links. Get some more of my friends in here. And then we'll start discussing the greatness of the awesome sauce, man. So I was talking about some Jump Force hype. We'll talk about, predictions for the next couple of chapters of Hunter x Hunter. And we'll be in like somewhere, coach. Let me see. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to start handing out these links. This man has an Akai Shuichi profile picture, bro. Got it. Akai Shuichi, bro. That's a goat. Let me see. Hanta Toyobu. Yo, well, my cousin. Speaking of Adrian, man, now he's in the comments. Well, this man was catching up. I remembered how legendary that first opening is. Hanta Toyobu. That first arc in 2011 is extremely nostalgic, man. Good times, yo. Let me see. Going in like somewhere. Looking through here. This one has the Akai Shuichi profile picture. What's going on, lads, bro?
One, man.
That's good, man. Hold on, let me send out another one.
You can fly again.
Yo, what's up, Zypher, bro?
Bro, I'm so hyped. Hunter x Hunter coming out. It's gonna come out in the next few hours or so.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, man, we'll be in the lead-in, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Because according to your anime guy, the guy who's always talking about Hunter x Hunter,
he's a good man.
He's also the one who runs your anime, the HH source.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him in the morning when I woke up. I told him, when is the chapter coming out? He said that the leaks should be coming out soon, which they did. I didn't read them at all, so I know nothing about it. I just know that they came out this morning.
Okay.
The spoilers. So it should be either coming. The chapter should be done around either middle of the night tonight or like early morning tomorrow, like when we wake up usually.
Gotcha. Dang, bro. So chapters might be coming out tonight, man. Holy!
Yeah. I'll just say this, Recon, bro. Like, it might be an issue that we're gonna probably remember for a while, not just for Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
But people are hyping up certain chapters for certain series, which will not be named here. But
okay, good man. God bless. You know, this is why Sriracha left, bro. He was like, I'm tired of it, man. Like,
everyone's like, finally put on now.
Oh man, yo. Let me.
But bro, my hype for Hunter x Hunter just has been rekindled because I just recently rewatched Hunter x Hunter all the way, and like,
nice.
And like, I didn't have such an impact. Chimera Ant arc didn't really have an impact on me when I watched the first time because I watched it week to week. So like over the course of a year, I forgot a lot of the stuff that happened at the beginning of the arc. But I binge watched it for the first time, and I was like, holy shit! I forgot all about all of this that happened. And like my perspective on Chimera completely changed for the better.
What do you think about the arc now?
It's probably the best arc in Shonen history.
Yeah, that's because I remember you were saying before that you had York knew of it, right? By considerable margin.
I mean, I York knew is like a personal favorite, but I think like objectively written, like I think.
York knew better. Yeah, I agree.
Nah, bro, Chimera Goat arc, bro. I agree with Zypher, dog.
I know the booking,
Chimera Ant, bro.
And I rolled out book the middle.
Hey, man, but he may have booked the middle, but you know, Vince booked the beginning and Baba booked the end. So
that's true.
I'm trying to invite my boy Northside, bro, and I hate how Hangouts does their stuff now, man. It's so annoying. Like I remember back when it was so easy to use, dog. Yo, man, but I gotta ask both of y'all a question, man. What do y'all think about Kurapika and Killua and Jump Force, bro?
I like it, you know, especially the design. Like he's going with the Dark Continent one. I figured that was the one that he was wearing during the election arc with little H. But I'm assuming this is his Dark Continent one, which has me a little excited because like they know, like, you know, you know. And then it's like Killua being in there. I like the fact that it's Killua from the palace. You know, during like, you know, when he went to light the Godspeed mode, man. Like I really like that a lot. But I'm curious if that's all from Hunter x Hunter. You know, like
yeah, man. It's gonna be like whenever I saw Kurapika, I was kind of like half and half because I'm really excited to play as him. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, like I don't know how his abilities are gonna be used in the game. You know, like it's something I'm looking forward to. Killua, I already played as him in J-Star, so I know he's gonna be awesome to use.
Yeah,
I was just hoping for a villain, another villain reveal, like a Crollo, a Meru.
Hisoka's already confirmed, but
yeah. Well, the only thing I could say to the defense is that Yonko did say that apparently we are getting more characters, and Togo Game Show being this week, and then New York Comic Con, there's supposed to be more announcements. So
at Comic Con too.
Yeah, they said New York Comic Con they're gonna have some stuff. So
hold on, Coach. Hey, and Laz is gonna be there to live react. There,
I'm gonna get the footage, you know.
Dude, but a lot of people are assuming that the Joseph Joestar might be confirmed because Yonko Productions tweeted out like next you're gonna say is another Jump Force character.
Yeah, and then he tweeted one with like a rose, which to me in my mind says Kurama.
Dude, I thought Netero when I saw the rose.
So so Netero because of like the explosive.
What's going on? Yo, what's good?
What's up? Yeah, I just want to say, last night was amazing too. I am debating of what I should do right now because I want to be in the stream, but I also want to read Alabasta so badly.
Bro, if you gotta read One Piece, bro, I completely understand, dog.
Yeah.
I completely understand.
Yeah, I have decision's a business move, but yeah.
Yeah, what I'm thinking of maybe doing is just like kind of sitting back and just listening, but I might be reading it on my phone.
Okay.
But I don't know. I had to get in the stream though, because man, Hunter.
The greatness, man.
And that's awesome though that it might be coming out tonight. I'll read it if it does.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like
if it does, man, I'm gonna have to pull it back in the day. Back in the day when I first started doing YouTube, we used to stay up because I used to work at nighttime, so I was able to stay up at night or during the day. And what we would do is right before like Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece dropped, we'd all be in like in a hangout in a stream, like talking about theories for the next chapter or whatever. The moment the chapter dropped, we were out. we all
spread.
It's actually kind of funny.
Naruto, Bleach, whatever, whichever one dropped first, we were in there, coach.
You know what's actually kind of funny is I think when Togashi came back for his after a long hiatus in 2016 or something. And then you made a video in like your work in a washroom or something.
Oh, yeah. Every time he announces it back, I gotta make a video there.
That was my first introduction because like I don't know. Do you know who Memory is? Memory NK.
I know I've seen him
on Nate. Yeah.
So he was laughing his ass. I'm like, what are you laughing at? He's like, dude, this guy Recon, and then linked me a video, and I started dying. I'm like, who is this man? Like my first introduction was you getting excited for Togashi in a washroom.
Yeah, because when I look at the comments, I'm like, bro, like this is normal. Like this is like the normal Recon stuff, man.
Hey man, look, the only reason why I don't do it anymore is because I feel like that's like a holy place for Togashi now, bro. Like every time Hunter comes back, that's what I do.
Legit, if I see him doing an announcement and he's on the washroom, bro, I'm concerned for him. Like,
bro, either that or Toriko's coming back or something.
Yeah.
If someone sees the washroom in the background, they know it's a Hunter returning.
That's facts. Yo, I can't send this invite on Hangouts, and it's pissing me off, bro. It's because I'm trying to move on to the stream, and it's whatever, man. Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, I know Shadow wanted to join, so we'll see how he can with his time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Killua is one of my top 5 characters of all time, so it's like an instant cop for me now.
Absolutely. Who would you run right now, Zai, for like 18 characters confirmed right now? Who are you running?
Out of all the confirmed ones so far?
Yeah. Like the first time you plug in the game, if they're all available, who you running right
now? Luffy, Hisoka, and Killua.
Oh snap! Okay, I dig it, bro.
Hisoka is just like one of my all-time, another top 5 character. And then, Luffy, favorite series of all time.
Yep. I can concur with that. The greatness.
But a person I'm not is a character I would consider for the game, not as much as like my personal favorite characters, is like Ichigo. That guy is he seems super, super broken in the game.
Yeah, he's gonna be a lot of fun to use. He's gonna be mad fun to use, yo. I got a question for the chat, man. If there's one more character, because One Piece has 5 characters. If Hunter could get one more character, which one would you like them to add in the game? Because right now, just in case if you don't know, we have Killua, Kurapika, Gon, and Hisoka. If you could have one more character to add to Hunter, what are you? Who would you put? For me, just as a dream thing, like I love me Samuro, man, but I need Crollo in the game, dog. I need Crollo in the game, bro.
Yeah, if I want to go with the troll side for me, Mr. Parada Knight would definitely get my votes. But if it's not Leorio, then I have to go Crollo.
You know what? I respect it, man. I respect it, coach. Because if I can play Lori, I could be like, hey, I'm in the game.
Yeah, exactly. I can say like I can beat off and war punch people.
Hey, that should be his introduction, bro.
That really should.
When Yankee tweet out the
has
rose.
to be Tonpa. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, for sure, bro. Hey, Tonpa is probably the one dude who's one-shotting everybody in the game. Like, he'd be the best assist trophy in history, dog.
No, but I kind of agree with you with the whole Crollo. I feel like Crollo would be like the perfect combo.
Yeah, because I guess like you know I don't consider him fully as our main antagonist. Like he's an antagonist in some shape or form, but someone like a Meruem or Crollo that is like against like our protagonist, like you kind of need that. And one of the two, like I would say Crollo, just because you know one is with us and the other you know is in a box.
That is true.
Dude, there's something about like Hunter x Hunter villains. It's just so different from me for everything else. Like they're just not your typical bad guys. They just have their own agenda. It's not like anything like taking over the world. Hisoka just wants to fight strong people. Crollo just wants to steal a fuck ton of treasure with his group, and they're just doing their own thing, but they get somehow intertwined with the heroes of our story. And it just the way it's done is just so crazy to me.
Yeah, no, agreed, man. That's the one thing that that really drew me to Hunter x Hunter from the very beginning, is that it was very similar to Hakusho, where not only were the protagonists very strong, but the antagonists were even stronger in a lot of instances. Like the driving point of that York New arc, as much as I wanted to see Kurapika go in, the driving point of me was that I was extremely interested in the Phantom Troop. Like I really wanted to know so much more about them, and
yeah,
they were the driving force of that arc. And the same thing with the Chimera Ant for me.
I mean, look at Chimera Ant arc. The main protagonist never met the main antagonist.
That's a shit.
Like, when does that happen? And then, like, even like the simple concept of like, I don't know if any other stories have ever done it, but like, the main like, we all know the four main characters: Leorio, Kurapika, Gon, and Killua. But like, he's literally completely like went away from Gon and focusing on the other characters. I've never seen that happen before. Yeah, like the main dude is just gone. He's out of the story,
and the story
like,
still interesting
with him. That's literally not possible for like One Piece, for example.
Yeah, you can't get Luffy gone for like 80 chapters, bro. Like, actually, well, I mean, I don't know. It's One Piece, so it can still survive.
I mean, I feel like the only like he could have done it in Marineford, but like he could have had that whole concept, but like I don't know how it would work, but like because Luffy was such a key factor.
Yeah.
But he definitely could have written in a way where Luffy wasn't involved.
Yeah, but I think it's to the benefit though for Hunter x Hunter. It's that it's already like I feel like with Killua, Kurapika, and like Leorio, especially like how well like I guess their characters have been established from like early on. Where it's like even if it's say Gon, we look at it as the title main character of the series. Even if say he's gone, you still have the other three because they're established in a way that you can still follow the story through their eyes. Even though like we know his whole mission was to find his dad, but at the very least like they have their other goals that have been like expanded upon. Where it's like you can follow them as if they are the main protagonists.
Yeah. It's just the way that I think that's another thing that's a wonderful thing about the way that Togashi has written his story, to where like you said, right now we're following it through Kurapika's eyes, and it fits so well because we were following the journey through Killua and Gon's eyes for so long, and now that they separated, Togashi said, all right, well, now it's time to show a new story through different lenses. And now without Gon and Killua there, he's trusting on everything that he had already presented beforehand for the audience to have enough trust in Kurapika as the main character at this point in time. And the same thing with Jing on the other side, where now he trusts his readers to trust within him to deliver a story between both of these two characters. And that's something very, very important that needs to be established early on in the story. And it's very impressive to me because Hunter x Hunter is the type of series where you don't really get to see any of the other characters a lot aside from Gon and Killua. And for him to come back and write it and put Kurapika back and like in real time, I don't think it's been since 2002. He hasn't had him like really in the spotlight, going into like swimwear in his plot, and for him to bring it back in 2013 is just awesome to me. It just shows that even though his characters aren't there, they are strong enough for them. Even whenever they do come back, they can come back and it'll feel like they never left. And something very, very impressive. But staying on that line of Kurapika, I have to ask y'all this question, man. Because y'all know and y'all saw the tweet. I know everybody did. What do y'all think about this either upcoming chapter or this chapter that is coming in, or these upcoming sets of chapters? Like, what do you think Togashi has planned that had this editor losing his mind, man? I'll go ahead and start with Cypher, bro. What do you think, dog?
Okay, so when I was actually thinking about this with like a couple of other friends, and I like we try to think about like what it could it possibly, right? And I'm looking if it's still has to do with the current ongoing storyline. So it has to either do with um sorry, I'm Kurapika and like the princes, or the Phantom Troop in Hisoka, right? Because I don't feel like Jing and like them have been gone for so long. I don't know if they're gonna just suddenly bring them in. So I mean that would be unexpected if that happens. I don't expect Jing to be brought up, but I feel like I don't think Hisoka showing up. I think it's still too soon for that. I feel like the whole Phantom Troop storyline is gonna continue more into the actual Dark Continent, not on the ship. Just my
Okay.
personal thoughts.
Okay.
But in terms of the princes, I think it might escalate something with Kurapika or someone. I feel like one of the princes is gonna end up dying because I feel like all this setup is happening, and I feel like someone's about to pull the trigger, and the bloodbath is about to start between the princes.
A bloodbath, man. I like that word, yo. I like that word. So what you're telling me is that you believe that that we're gonna continue going down the line where he left off in the last couple of chapters with all this setup going in. Now he's actually gonna deliver upon that setup, and we're gonna see
because
everything
like
going in.
if you remember the last 4 or 5 chapters before this, so like he started introducing all of their abilities, and when you start doing that, it's like they're about to start going in, like they're about to start fighting when they start introducing all their abilities. Because like he literally has a page, literally just like, okay, this guy has this ability, this person has this ability, this is what their Nenbis can do. So I would expect some princes making moves.
But what do you think would make Togashi or make the editor say that it is the greatest chapter? This is a series that has the Requiem chapter, that has Meruem and Kamugi's death, that has Gon transforming, it has Netero versus Meruem, it has Gon meeting Jing. Like, there are some legendary favorite chapters in all of Shonen Jump history level chapters in Hunter x Hunter, and this editor has the audacity to say. And listen, man, I know editors gas up their stuff.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Is like I feel like he's gassing it up a little, but if we're truly taking him by his word and he isn't wrong, like then like I think it's fair to say that we can't even comprehend what Togashi's about to put out, because when that shit does drop, we couldn't even put it into our imagination of what Togashi puts out.
Yeah, understood. Well, what about you, Laz? Because now I can bring up the poll, because this man Laz brought the poll, and I saw it, man. Laz, hit me with it, bro. What you got? Bro?
Yeah. So background, right? So even then, something I think we were all kind of forgetting too is, you remember back, I think when Togashi, I think it was when he first came back, 2014 or whatever it was, he said that there's supposed to be we're gonna experience one of the top 3 moments in the entire series when he makes his comeback, right? And I still, to this day, I don't think even the Hisoka versus Chrollo fight is that one of those things yet.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that maybe that's what he's alluding to, is that one of those moments is the moment like that's the editor is referring to.
I like it.
For me personally, I think, like, because again, this is something that made the editor cry. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, for the one that I'm putting my money on, for me, is Dawn Freaks, like a segue to the Dark Continent, because it would be very elusive to well, we got like the Hisoka Chrollo fight come out of nowhere, the second chapter as he came back, and then we're in this fight, and then I feel like I could see that pattern come back. So like the next chapter, we get a segue into the Dark Continent, see what's going on, and we end off with seeing what Dawn Freaks looks like. I don't know, design. Maybe they look like an older version of Yusuke Urameshi. I don't know. Shout out to Recon on that. But the second one, and I don't know, it depends on, like, because I'm thinking to myself, man, what would be the craziest thing if Jing runs into his wife?
You see, I'm so glad you brought that up, because I was going to bring that up. I was going to bring up the Gon's mother storyline as well, because if not the how do I put it? If not the Jing meeting his wife thing, something having to do with Gon's mother, because I feel like Togashi has had that in his back pocket for so long, that if you were to reveal some sort of flashback or some sort of moment with that, or if Gon's mother, some sort of connection to what is currently going on with Gon and his state, and I completely agree with that point, because for the editor to say something around the lines of like, this is one of the greatest chapters I've ever seen, it's going to change the tides of manga. Like I said, I know he's gassing it up, but for him to say something like that, something extreme needs to go down, not just the death. It's like something Togashi needs to happen, like something that normally does not happen in this magazine. So you guys know my theory, where I still am saying that whenever they get to the Dark Continent, I do believe we're getting a time skip, and we're going to find out what so they're going to get to the Dark Continent, something bad is going to happen, nothing like, we're not going to find out what happened, and we're going to skip forward maybe even a couple years in the future, when I'm going and Killer come back together. They're going to go into the Dark Continent, journeying to find out what happened to everybody else. Now when it comes
me up.
when it comes to that, though, I just like, that to me is something that would change the whole like thing of the series. But even then, what would make this man cry? So like, to me, man, I remember the last time that I legit came very, very close to crying in Hunter x Hunter was for episode 147, whenever Gon and Killer went their separate ways.
Oh, dude, I was bawling my eyes out.
So if Togashi writes something so beautiful to where we can finally see them back together, like Gon and Killer back together, I can see that being an extremely emotional moment. Like Laz said, with the whole Gon's mother thing, that could possibly be some sort of emotional flashback or anything. But I'm still trying to wrap my head around this whole changing the tides of history thing, bro. Like that it's got to be something out of this world.
Gas. I hope it's not gas.
It's half and half, you know. Like the editors have to gas up their manga, but I truly feel like if he's saying that, there has to be at the very least some sort of merit there, to where even if it's not like a godly chapter, that it's on the tier of it's up there. We can look back on it and say this is one of the 10 best chapters in Hunter x Hunter, for certain. But I know somebody, I think it was Pell the Indestructible, brought up in the comments earlier. It was stating that it's not going to be the next chapter that has this, but the next couple of chapters. And I was thinking about this as well, because usually editors get the manuscript for a chapter that is going to be released around 2 weeks in the future, right? I don't know when that video was recorded, but if that video was recorded in the same day that it was released to us on Twitter, then that means that manuscript is probably a manuscript that is going to come out 2 to 3 weeks from now. Now, knowing how Togashi is, bro, like Laz was alluding to earlier, the man went from Kurapika and the Princes, and the next chapter proceeded to give us Chrollo versus Kurapika. Anything, if this next chapter continues the storyline, the following chapter could literally be anything. Anything, man. I'm a huge mark for Beyond. I'm a huge mark for Chrollo, and I'm a huge mark for Jing. If I ever get these three in the same panel, that'll make me cry tears of joy. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just a personal thing. But I want to, instead of just focusing on that moment, I want to ask y'all, what would you like to see, and what do you think will happen here in this next couple of chapters before he goes on hiatus? What do you think Togashi wants to do before he leaves again, that he wants to do it so bad? No, guys, the last time he wrote this many chapters in a year, he wrote Komugi and Meruem's death and the entire chairman election arc. So this man is obviously inspired to write something's about to happen here in the next couple chapters. So what do you think Togashi wants to leave with us here with this whole Phantom Troop Kurapika storyline with the Princes? What is his overall plan? What do you think he leaves us off with? And what do you see happening for these next 10 chapters? If you can't go into extreme detail, just give me like an overall thing of what do you think is gonna happen here in the next
okay, so is it fair for me to say that this could be near the conclusion of this arc? Not the Dark Continent, like obviously this.
Oh, but at least the boat voyage. Oh, I would say so. Yeah.
The boat voyage. Can I say that? Like, let's just say hypothetically, right? This is the last 10 chapters of it. I could see this coming down to the wire of the final people for the Princes. Like this is like my dream scenario for the Princes. Okay, so we have the first prince, Benjamin, I believe his name is, right? And Surdinich fight. Surdinich wins. Now the only two people left are the baby and Surdinich. And now since Kurapika's protecting the baby, and Kurapika's goal is also Surdinich because he has the eyes, Kurapika and Surdinich have a showdown, and then Kurapika ends up winning, right? And kills Surdinich, gets the eyes back, and the baby's the one that becomes the next king.
So you think in the next couple of chapters the baby becomes king?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it is the conclusion.
Okay. I got you. What do you think, Laz, bro?
I think for me, man, honestly, like if I had to look at like this, I don't see anything regarding the princes. I think that stuff might still be like taken care of by the time we actually get to the Dark Continent. But if anything, I would say it has come down to something with the troop, because I was looking at something regarding a theory regarding Volume 36, and it really spooked me a little bit because it basically it's saying that, like, you know how we have like the flowers representing the characters who have died and stuff, right? And then on the cover for Volume 36, you have Illumi holding like a the flower and stuff for Uvo representing the number change. And if you pay attention, apparently, right, is that Illumi's mouth isn't showing, and neither is Nobunaga's. And basically, from what the theory is that because they have their mouths closed, I gotta look at the actual thing when I find it, but basically they're saying that like there's a good chance that we could see Illumi die in these batch of chapters, like in front of us.
Yeah, I was seeing that volume cover. That's a good that's a nice take on it.
Yeah, if I find the post, I'll find it. But I remember seeing something regarding Illumi or Nobunaga, and it has something to do with like the way like the thing was like set up and stuff regarding like their appearance and everything in the volume, because like their mouths not showing. I think it was for whoever the characters were, their mouths weren't showing in the last volume. The ones who had actually died.
Holy Magnards. That's some Togashi stuff right there, dog.
Going back to the thing for a second, I could see with that Kurapika storyline kind of coming to like a satisfying conclusion because he gets his eyes back, right? And then I could see him trying to help out Leorio in the Dark Continent when they're actually there, because if you go back to one of the 5 mysteries or whatever, I forgot what they're called, but the 5 things that they've discovered from the Dark Continent, right? And then there was something about a herb or something. My idea is, since Leorio's going there, he's gonna find that medicine that can cure all diseases, because they said something about that. There's like a herb there that can cure all diseases, and that's what Leorio is going to be searching for. I assume, at least.
Interesting.
And like that also ties in with Leorio becoming like a doctor that successfully can cure all diseases in the normal world, and that ties in like both Kurapika and Leorio for the Dark Continent.
I like it. If it were to tie in what they both set out to do at the beginning of the series, that would most certainly be nice, especially if this is what Togashi wants to write before he ends the series. I like that a lot, Zypher, because it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and then also, and this is just like this is just a throw-in. This is not something like I think will actually happen. But you know how you mentioned like what if like the Freaks family or whatever, like with the mom and the dad, and then like what's his name, Don, also tie in with everything.
Yeah.
What if you said like there's a time skip happens and Gon comes back, and not just Killua comes back, but the Zoldycks. So we have Zeno and Silva.
Yep. And they have something planned, because there's no way that Illumi and Kabuto are in the troop without some sort of plan, dog.
Yeah. Oh, Rika, that was the thing I was going to tell you. So is another thing I found that apparently basically is that, do you remember when Nobunaga saw his fortune back all the way in York New and said he was supposed to be chasing his 11th month?
Yes.
And the 11 representing what Illumi's rank is now in the Spiders.
Yo, that's
so basically saying that we might get a play. One of the 2 dies, and then the other one gets off after by Hisoka.
Bro, all right. Hey,
wait. Now that I remember, isn't doesn't Zeno have a grandpa? I swear they named him.
Yeah, Maha, the gold wedge.
Yo, I gotta introduce two people that just joined the call, bro. My boy Northside with a Z, man. Me and him used to stay up for nights on end talking about Hunter x Hunter. My boy, it's great to have you on stream, bro. It's great to have you on stream.
Thanks for having me again, Rickon, man. It's been years, bro.
It really has, bro.
Been on the stream, man. It's like literally 3 years.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
And then I got my boy Rodney in here, bro. The Rising King, man. What's good, my man?
What's up, man?
It's awesome to finally have you on a Hunter x Hunter stream, bro. Greatness, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yo, so what are y'all thinking, man? What are y'all's thoughts for what Togashi's about to accomplish here in the next 10 chapters, man? What do you think about that message that was left by the editor? Do you think that it's going to be something as insane as he's saying, or just what are your overall thoughts on what's about to happen here in the next couple chapters?
I mean, given the fact that he just cut away to like the Corollo and Hisoka fight, I'm thinking he could like cut away to Dome Freaks in the Dark Continent. It's out of nowhere. Let it be like one really well drawn panel.
Oh yeah,
it's a little like teaser. That's enough to get me hyped.
Yeah, no question. Just like back in I believe it was chapter 345, whenever he drew that one with like the huge bug that we always go back to, and like that mask. Yeah, for sure.
Just like that.
That would be
So like,
nice.
imagine we like you said they cuts to the Dark Continent.
Yeah.
Yes, imagine cuts to the Dark Continent and we see Dawn Freaks.
That's what I'm saying. Like we get a segue. That's what my money's on, man. A segue to him, like literally with the Yusuke look.
So it's kind of like tying
the
in
Yusuke look with the long
before
hair.
they get to it.
like
What's
Ryzen.
the waiting beyond and Jing when they get to it? Oh man,
Greatness, yo.
And the best part is I got the Ryzen shirt too, so I'm ready for it. Like,
yo, North Side, bro. What hit me with the fortune theories, bro. Hit me with them.
Hey, you already know what I'm about to say, bro.
I remember, dog.
hey, the fortunes, yo, they're absolute. I don't care what anybody says. These fortunes, bro. I'm telling you, I genuinely think, and I'm going off. I forgot who said it earlier, but like the whole thing with the moon thing with the 11th moon.
Yeah, that was last.
Yeah, bro. Hey, these fortunes. I know Shizuka's fortunes. I remember her specifically because I made a video about. That was my last video. I made a video about it, and it was like I think her fortune along the lines of like don't avoid solitude at all costs. Don't descend any stairs, and it was like don't go in a room filled in merchandise. It was like all kind of stuff, bro. So I already know. Hey, something's about to go down, man.
For sure. And I definitely do think that there is a reason why Togashi decided to give us a panel of where every single troop member is on the boat, because there's going to be something specific that each and every single one of them is going to be doing here whenever they come back. Right. And it's very interesting that that certain characters are with Chrollo, bro, because anybody that is next to Chrollo has a high risk of dying right now, because I'm telling you, man. It's going to be crazy. I'm actually going to pull up the.
There? I might be incorrect in this part, but didn't they say like if you come back from death, your nen is like increased like tenfold or something like that? So well, like in certain instances, yes. In certain instances. So I'm like, Hisoka got a big beef power up, like, and then like the thing is like I could 100% seeing Hisoka like insanely fucking shit up, because if he was like he got demolished by Chrollo, but he let Chrollo set up like the perfect scenario for him. Yeah. Chrollo set himself up. But if Chrollo's not in the circumstance that he wants, and Hisoka is gotten even more powerful than that, and he's not in that 100% victory stance, like we might be seeing Chrollo die.
I mean, I don't want it to happen, but if for the betterment of the story, if it needs to happen and if it's godly, I'll take it, man. I mean, like I said, I really don't want it to happen because he's one of my favorite characters, but I need that standoff between Chrollo and Kurapika before he dies, yo. I need them to look at each other dead in the eye, both of them face to face. That's right. But yo, I just saw a really awesome comment by Seneto because he was replying to Laz. Yeah. He stated verbatim, "My only thing with that is that then it says to lie on the ground beside bloody scarlet eyes, showing that either Kurapika kills him or he dies in the fourth prince's room." Yeah. Good God, man.
Yeah, bro. And this is the thing, like Recon, like you remember that certain panel in Tokyo Ghoul Re with Ken?
Oh,
like,
yes.
Some people honestly believe that when we go back to see whatever a fight happens between him and the Terrasenich and stuff, is that Terrasenich is gonna have like the feast or whatever, right? And the body is gonna be exactly the same for Kurapika as it was for Ken.
Good Lord,
dude,
bro.
You know, would be perfect for that if that whole conclusion of Kurapika, if we got like a flashback of like the assassination of the clan, like
a full-on flashback of spanning a couple chapters.
Yeah,
I would like that. I've always wanted to see what actually happened at that time. So that would be very interesting. Go more in depth than he did whenever he did those 2 one-shots.
Yeah,
I would definitely like to see that. But yo, man, yeah, a sticker, bro. I haven't heard you in a while, man. What do you think is gonna happen here in the next couple chapters of Hunter x Hunter? If you're still there, my friend.
my bad. I just watched Luffy beat up Crocodile. So.
Hey, good man, bro.
Live on stream.
He just literally went insane and destroyed the whole entire Crocodile tried to do like this tornado thing. Like what?
Yeah.
The
great.
Oh man, that was awesome.
My boy, man.
A Northside, bro. I always tell people in the One Piece videos, bro, it's Croco D.
Yeah, you guys said that last night. You guys all just went crocodile.
Oh man, the ones I heard afterwards, Ma D Monk.
Yeah,
Ma D.
that's right.
Top 2 Supernova.
But yeah, Sticker man, what do you think's gonna happen here in the next couple chapters of Hunter x Hunter, bro?
I mean, it's Togashi we're talking about. He can go from one thing and then another, like go to the Hisoka versus Chrollo fight like he did, and just pull something out of nowhere. I don't know. Like I need to reread the past like couple chapters because it's been a while, and there's like a lot of dialogue and their abilities and all that. But honestly, like I feel like things might like whatever what's her name Zypher, what he was saying, how like the bloodbath might happen soon.
It's gonna be a massacre, bro.
Yeah. Like I feel like that's gonna happen really soon because he's like showing off all these abilities, and now like I feel like Chrollo and Kurapika are gonna meet and everything, and I would love to see Kurapika and Hisoka team up. I would love to see that so much. I don't know if it will happen, but yeah. Also, what you said, lads, I've been seeing that stuff on Twitter about Kaneki and the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, goddamn.
Like that image. It lines up pretty well.
Yeah, like I don't want it to happen, but honestly, bro, if there's one character that like could pull it off, a feat like that, man, Terra Sandwich, man.
Terra Sandwich.
You just saying the word bloodbath again just reiterated in my head. The idea just popped in my head. That what if like the bloodbath, not just the princess, just literally the entire ship? Because I'm pretty sure they mentioned how like there's chaos ensuing because there's people realizing there's people being murdered.
Precisely.
So everybody goes crazy on that whole ship, which leads to the ship sinking. And it's like I feel like Togashi's always does like the whole symbolic thing. So it's like he kind of has like this is the only chance to have like a Titanic type of like ship sinking, like where a lot of people die, and it's like considered like one of the worst things to happen to humanity. Because Titanic is considered one of those major events.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so it's like in the Hunter x Hunter world, the first ship to make it to the Dark Continent, only this many made it out.
Exactly. Yo, not to interrupt, but shout out to Michael Mickles, man, for the super chat. That's my boy right there. I really appreciate it, man. He says, King and Company, y'all have a good night. I'll have to watch the next 2+ hours of this some other time. Yo, Michael Mickles, man, thanks a lot for giving us your time, yo. And whenever you hear us, whenever you listen to the rest of this in the near future, I hope you enjoy, yo. I hope you have a blessed night, man. Thank you very much for the donation, bro. But yeah, man, when it comes to what's about to go down, I actually really liked what you just said, man, because I've been trying to connect as much from the last chapter from 380 as much as possible to what's going to happen. And because usually that's the one thing Togashi really does well is whenever he comes back from hiatus, it's like he never left. He continues what he was telling, and in the following chapters where we start going all crazy and start doing all this stuff. But whenever he comes back, it's always a continuation of the previous chapter. And I'm looking forward to seeing. I was and still am looking forward to seeing how he's going to handle the whole situation, because he did bring that up last chapter, like you were saying about everyone is well aware that people are dying, and slowly but surely, the more people that hits, the more people are going to just start going insane. They're going to start killing each other. So not only is it going to be a succession war between the princes, but people themselves it's going to be chaos all over the place, along with the troop and along with the fact. And I love the fact that Mizai Stom is sitting here trying to, should I tell Kurapika or should I not? And then we still need to find out what was told to Mizai Stom, bro. Because there was something that was whispered in my man's ear, where hey, we know a little bit about what they said, but we don't know the full picture, bro. So I'm excited for tomorrow's chapter. Like not only, or I should say tonight's chapter, not only for what's about to go down here with the succession war and the princes, but what is for the continuation of the last chapter. Because last chapter really left off really, really good. But I want to ask all of y'all, since we're talking about succession war, there's a lot of people saying different things, and I feel like I have to bring this up every single time I do a stream with other people when it comes to Hunter x Hunter. But who do you think is coming out of the succession war as the king?
Oh, you already know my answer. It's the baby.
Okay.
I mean, the correct answer should be the baby, but I kind of want a sickle running the show, and Terra Sandwich, man, let's go. Like, we need it.
What if everyone just died?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take that too.
Yeah. Like I thought about, I'm like,
dude, I feel like that placement of the eighth prince, if I'm not wrong, the girl that's in the wrong area. I feel like this is gonna be the trigger. Something bad's gonna happen to her, and it's gonna ensue chaos.
Yeah, I mean, I just need Camilla to survive.
I'm just wondering how this battle is going to go
shoot.
because Togashi, he's named off like, you know, all vast amounts of like dialogue and just like all these abilities and all of that. So I'm just like he's naming all that off. But if this bloodbath happens and they just all die, it's like, what was the point? So it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how it's going to go out because if they're all going to, like, are we going to have like a bunch of battles or is like some big thing going to go off? Like, who knows?
That's what's very interesting about this whole scenario, right? Because we've never had a situation like this in Hunter x Hunter where there's it really does feel like everything is popping off at once. Because even though we've had a similar situation in past, like whenever they invaded the palace in Chimera Ant and when things were going down in York New, it always felt like everything had structure and everything had their. You had this person go over here, this person go over here, this person go over here. With this arc, I'm not sure, and that's why I'm glad that in chapter 380 he decided to put the Phantom Troop in over here. This group's over here, this group's over here, this group's over here for some sort of structure. Because now that we have that, I'm even more scared because he gave the Phantom Troop, which normally don't have structure. So I'm like, all right, man. Now the princes are probably going to be the ones that are going to start duking it out and taking each other out. But I just want to know how he's going to go about this because according to Togashi, there's still certain things that we don't know about these Nen beasts. And before some of these dudes start getting waxed, we need to know the full extent of capabilities of the Nen beasts, unless he wants to tell us more about the Nen beasts and their capabilities while these dudes are getting pwned. So I'm not sure because he did invest over 30 chapters of time into explaining these Nen beasts. So I'm in the same boat as Sticker Trigger to where these guys can't just die for nothing. There's some sort of reason for sure behind it, but I just I'm looking forward to seeing how he continues to tackle the whole Nen beast situation. And this whole Succession War thing is just so interesting. Like, there's just so many things going down on this ship, and we haven't even reached the freaking Dark Continent yet, man.
Yeah, because it just makes me think, I'm like, how long will this go on? Because he's built up a lot of stuff so far.
Yeah. Yep.
I just really hope there's like some sort of announcement or like confirmation that he's hired. Like, he doesn't need it. Actually, no, what am I saying? He does need it. This man needs the artist. Like, he just straight up needs an artist that could help him. So, like, that someone can take off the workload and he doesn't have that much trouble.
I feel like with Togashi, though, as much as I always play around and say that it would be awesome if he could have another artist, I feel like Togashi's art really does fit the current Succession War that we're in. I feel like the only other artist that could probably take that same sort of tone and that this arc has so far would probably be like an Ishida. From Tokyo Ghoul Tour.
Great choice.
I agree.
He's probably the only other one that for the tone this arc has right now, that he could follow it consistently. Because I really like, for example, back whenever Crollo had that rage in his heart after finding out what happened to some of his troop members, you saw the squiggly lines in his eyes, man. And the very first thing that reminded me of was when Gon transformed. That's why Gon's transformation to me in the manga is so. It scares me. It's horrifying because it's just this huge black mass of squiggly lines. And when something doesn't have structure, it's scary. That's why that one thing in Courage the Cowardly Dog that I watched whenever I was younger, that CGI thing still scares me to this day because it had no structure, bro. When you don't know what it is, it scares you even more, man. And that's what I like so much about Togashi's art because he leaves a lot of stuff unfinished. And I feel like with this current arc, it would fit. But I definitely see what you're saying, Zypher, because if he didn't have that artist, all he would have to focus on his writing, he'd probably get Hunter x Hunter on a more consistent basis. But I feel like the thing with Togashi is that right now where he's at, since he's been doing it for so long, since like 2005, 2004, and going in these hiatuses, I feel like right now, in his mind, the creative process takes 11 months. And in that 12th month, he's like, all right, I got this. Let's do this. And he comes back and he writes whatever he's been thinking about for the past couple of months. And
I feel like this time it's a little different because he said in an interview before he went on a hiatus this time was that it's either I'm going to finish Hunter x Hunter or I'm going to die trying.
Yeah.
So with that in the back of his mind now going into it, I feel like he's going to at least I think he's going to try staying as long as he can, hopefully past 10 chapters. If not, then I'm assuming we should start expecting the 10 chapters every 6 months. Is what the pattern seems to be more like now.
Yeah, I know for sure he wants to finish the story. And I know the reason why he didn't end the series at chapter 339 is because he had that one last story to tell. But I don't know, man. This is Togashi, bro. like I can't see him ever since what happened to him in his heart condition back when he ended Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't think he wants to put himself under that kind of stress again. So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting just following Togashi's journey on how often we'll be getting Hunter x Hunter chapters from here on out. But y'all know me, man. I always have to ask this question when Hunter x Hunter comes back. What do you guys think the cliffhanger is going to be for next time, or for like the next time that we get a hiatus? What do you think the cliffhanger is going to be? I already know that everyone was telling me last time, Recon, it's going to end with Chrollo and Kurapika face to face, and hey, I would love it. But I want to get your guys' thoughts. What do you think? What do you think he ends it on this time around? What's the big cliffhanger?
If we're going up again with the idea that it might this arc might end with the next 10 chapters, then it's them docking or about to enter the Dark Continent, and it's something like Jing stepping into the Dark Continent for the first time in that time, and it's like he's finally here, and then the final panel is just them showing him us like dawn or something. Like somewhere in the Dark Continent. I can see something like that.
Okay. What do you think, Rodney?
I could see the ship starting to sink. Like him giving like a small little hint.
Oh man.
Of the ship's beginning to sink at the last
380
chapter.
can explain that, yeah.
Oh man, and that's how we ended off, bro? Like
yeah, that will leave me kind of tight, not gonna lie.
Yeah. I wonder how he would write such a thing coming back from that. Like, I wonder how he would write the situation of, because he's sick in the head, man. Like, I could see him writing panels where people are getting are drowning, like they're getting eaten by sharks. I can see this, bro.
Bro, I remember first seeing Mitch's his Nen Beast, and I almost wanted to throw up. Like,
yeah, dude,
it's so disgusting.
It's horrible. It's horrific, man. It's like, dude. Like how can you even draw something like this, man? But that's why we love Togashi. Yo. What do you think, Northside, man? How does he end this batch of chapters?
Man, honestly, I do think the ship may start may start sinking. If not, then man, because if you think about it, like you said, Togashi is a sick motherfucker, bro.
He is, bro.
He's sick in the head. So either somebody's sinking or like people are gonna get thrown overboard, like top tier, like we're gonna start fighting or something.
People getting thrown overboard. Get out of here.
There has to be chapters when we're all thinking like, how the hell is this in Shonen Jump still?
Yeah, dude. I think that all the time when I read Hunter x Hunter, bro. It's like but hey, man, he reigns supreme. As long as he doesn't break censorship rules, they'll never kick Togashi out. He brings in the money.
as long as this, I mean, Togashi and like Oda have always stayed away from romance, so.
That's another good point. That's at Hakusho eyes, Keiko and Yusuke still have like probably top 3 OTPs of all time. But aside from that, I agree. I agree. Yeah. What do you think, lads, man?
I'm gonna go with this one to hype it up a little bit. So I think we're gonna get the Requiem Part 2 at the very end.
To end it off?
With the hype, because the fact they say like 200,000 people could potentially go out, and the way it's gonna end, bro, as Chrollo's doing the thing, somebody steps into the room, and the person he sees in the double spread of looking at him is Jing, ready to stop.
All right, hold on. I gotta get up, bro. I'll be right back. I gotta change pants, bro.
I told you, bro. I gotta come with the fire, man.
Yo, hey, oh my god, man.
This man just said Chrollo and Jing, man.
Yeah, bro. This man's gonna be doing his little arm flapping.
But here's what gets interesting about Chrollo versus Jing is because we know Jing can copy moves. So like, is this man gonna get a book? Like, what's happening here?
I think he just buys them, man. He's top 5 apparently. So like, I gotta go with Jing.
Yo, lads, bro. I'm gonna turn on webcam, bro. Look at me, bro. Bro, listen, man. The moment, bro. Listen, where's my lotion?
Oh, he put on the Santa hat. Oh no.
Santa at somehow, yo.
Listen,
bro. If you do this to him, he's gonna have to get his own towel somehow.
That's what I'm saying.
If Chrollo and Jane are in the same panel. Bro, I remember reading a thing on Twitter that it's possible that Beyond Chrollo and Chroma in the same panel, right? But bro, just getting Chrollo by itself, man, the lotion, bro. It's over, man. Are you kidding me, bro? Having a panel with Crow and bro, and like you said, the opening spread of Jing, man, right behind him, bro. You got Pariston chilling behind him, bro, with that cut.
Yeah, he's gonna be like in Japanese, Nandio Maiwa.
Hey, bro,
Like,
there's only one person more sick in the head than the fourth prince. That's Pariston, bro. I don't think there's a single character in the series more sick in the head than Pariston. Yeah, I think Pariston's number one in sick in the head stuff.
Dude, I don't know, because if you remember correctly, Pariston wanted to bring all the surviving. How many Chimeras are still alive?
5,000, yeah.
I don't know. Was he? Do we know if he's figured out a way to bring that over?
I don't think.
What if that is what ensues chaos? What is he? What if he unleashes those?
Can you imagine that?
Can you imagine this man's carrying?
Bro, hold on. That is some lotion worthy shit. Imagine unleashing the Chimeras onto the Dark Continent. Oh,
bro, I'm telling you, this man's gonna get like air blimps and stuff carrying these things, and then you're gonna go to Paris and smirking like, my toys will arrive.
Yo, relax, lad.
It's over. It's over.
You guys know how Togashi. He did this a lot in Hakusho whenever like an arc ended. Like for example, whenever Dark Tournament ended, he hyped up Sensui by saying that Toguro was only a B-class demon, right? So we know that the Chimera Ants are these figures that we all see as like some of the strongest characters in the story. So can you imagine Pariston puts out these 5,000 Chimera Ants, he releases them to Dark Continent, and they all get squished like bugs, bro. Yeah, to just show you the extent on the strength of what they're about to encounter. Like the Chimera Ants that we feared all just got one-shotted by what's in the Dark Continent, yo.
Bro, I was like, Byron's gonna pull up, bro, with that damn orb on his head.
he just obliterates all of them like Riku, bro.
He just smacked like being like.
Yeah, I'm calling you right now, man. Yo, Riku's chilling Dark Continent, bro. He's chilling, bro.
Oh my god.
Bro, I just want to see some Hanzo make some moves. Like Hanzo, I feel like Hanzo has some sort of part to play. We saw this man Hunter exam, and this man was like he was up there in the Hunter exam. Like I would put him close to, if not to Hisoka. At least from what we saw in the Hunter exam. So I want to see what this man could do.
Absolutely, man.
Straight from Kishimoto's world. See what Hanzo does.
Yo, this man Sage said Pariston is gonna have a football team of Meruems, bro. Can you imagine
that? You get the kicker, the receiving team on the court.
Bro, it's like, wait, it was said that the Dark Continent are like S tier and like Meruem was just like A+ or some shit.
Like, bro, just imagine, like I said before, man, that Meruem was legit an ant in the Dark Continent, right? Like he's just an ant, bro. Like comparing an ant to like a snake or a lion, dude, in the Dark Continent. I'm telling you, man. I'm looking forward to seeing how much Togashi has planned, man, because I really want to know how far he wants to take this Dark Continent arc. Because I know that Chimera Ant probably went longer than he originally anticipated, and I think that after really realizing what he had in store for Dark Continent, that he probably said, you know what, man, this is going to be longer than I originally thought, because he really does have a lot to tackle here. And I just wonder how he's going to do it all, because once we actually get to the Dark Continent itself, then what then, you know? Like, I'm not sure of what's, because we all know what the initial vision is now of, okay, we're getting to Dark Continent. Then what? I know that he's putting bits and pieces for Dawn Freaks and what is currently going down over there. Some backstory, possibly even some stuff like Laz was saying earlier with Gon's mom. But other than that, man, I don't know what the clear vision for the rest of the story is, bro. And then, of course, by the end of the series, we need to see Gyro in Meteor City, man. Like,
dude.
How are we gonna put all this together, bro? That's why I'm so excited, man. That's why I still continue to read Hunter x Hunter even with all these hiatuses, dog.
Yeah.
Bro, okay, so I mean, like you said, like you want to see it as a whole. I mean, obviously, there's no way I could imagine it, but like from everything we've talked about, you know, we see Kurapika and Leorio's story finishing. And then this next voyage, whatever the Dark Continent is, if it even is near the conclusion of whatever the hell he's planned, because the Dark Continent is like a saga. It's not a. It's like a huge. Yeah, so I could see this tie in, like it's a huge Zoldyck and Freaks family voyage into the Dark Continent.
Okay. But what about beyond? He will take them there, yo.
Yeah, once he gets out, he's gonna do his own thing. So I don't know, man.
And then Paris.
I mean, we know but
Yeah,
I mean,
Paris too.
Paris could tie in with Beyond's because they're working together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, Recon, I was gonna say, yo, you gotta read Sen's comment he sent to me, bro. If this were to be animated, bro, that would be one of the most godly scenes in the anime, bro. Just read this comment.
Or let me know, what is it?
It's up there. Okay, so he says, what if he does the Requiem, right? And he's bloodlusted, and he walks in a room, and he sees Terrascent, right, dead, and Kurapika pretty much all bloodied up and bloodlusted too, and they both stare at each other as a cliffhanger.
I mean, I'll tell you what right now, man. I'll probably host a Hunter x Hunter stream every week until it comes back, yo. Every week until it comes back. I've been stressing hard the entire series that of their final meeting with like Chrollo versus Kurapika, an actual Chrollo versus Kurapika, bro. With both of them pissed and ready to go in like swimmer. Because last time Chrollo was relaxed. He was like, man, you know what? If I die, bro, the spider will live on. But right now there is there's legitimate threats to the spider. And I feel like Chrollo right now in his mind is I don't care what he says, or what he said back in York New. Right now, he knows that he's probably the only person who can take out Hisoka the way that he is right now. At least that's what he feels in his heart as the leader of the Phantom Troop. And as that leader, I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to stay alive and keep this thing going. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Chrollo has changed, or how that interaction is gonna be different from their York New interaction and now their current interaction. But that'd be so sick, man. A bloodied up Kurapika and Chrollo in the same battle, man.
Yeah, man.
God.
Bro,
With
and
Emperor
then
Time and Chrollo and Kurapika is gonna be like, if he uses Emperor Time one more time, he's gonna die, bro. On some.
Oh my god, yeah.
How many years that he loses? Okay, so if he uses, it's like if he uses. Oh, if I remember correctly, he loses 10 years of his life if he uses Emperor Time for 24 hours. Right?
I should remember the exact number right now. He's lost already. He's lost like 3.5 years, I think.
The number that ran through my head was because the voyage is a week long or 7 days or something like that. If he uses it for 7 days, that's 70 years.
Yeah. Yep. That's a fact.
So it's almost a wrap for Kurapika, possibly, if he uses that too much.
And that's where your theory from earlier, Cypher, would pop in with the whole Leorio thing. Leorio finding something that could cure all diseases, like some sort of something that could help Kurapika. Because in this case, unless he's planning on killing off Kurapika, the only thing that can save Kurapika is whatever Leorio is going to do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's it.
I mean, that'd be actually kind of poetic in its own way, because he lost his best friend, and then Kurapika is his new best friend now.
Yeah.
So what better way is to redeem himself from losing that best friend because he couldn't save him because he couldn't afford it, but now he's become a doctor and he saved his new best friend.
Yeah, I like it, man. I love it. Holy flag nards, man. Yo, it's talking with y'all about this really does make me realize that like Togashi has so much stuff that he could write, man. Yeah. Like it's. Like I understand why, as a writer, he wanted to write one more story, yo, because there was just so much greatness left for him to do, man. I just saw a comment from Outstanding. He said that Hisoka's killing Chrollo in this arc. What do you guys think about that?
I can't.
I feel like this is why I see it happening, because I don't think he would kill off Hisoka just to bring him back just to lose again. So I'm gonna go with Hisoka wiping out Phantom Troop. It's a wrap.
Wiping completely?
Yeah.
I can't see that because we have to see Meteor
City. He could. Like,
yeah, I can't see Faith on top.
I wouldn't say he solos them. But I could see like Hisoka standing on top and the Phantom Troops losing.
I can't see the troop dying until we get the Meteor City arc. Or at the very least, something back to that.
Because I keep forgetting about what's his name again? Gyro, yeah.
The GOAT, bro. You love with Gyro.
Bro, it's crazy how this man walked right by Gon. He didn't even know, man.
He didn't even notice, bro. Yo,
that's why the antagonist.
Gyro's flashback is factually one of the spookiest things in Hunter x Hunter, yo. It's like every time I watch it, it's so cool.
I'm forgetting. When did he walk by Gon? I can't remember.
It was the interaction between the two was whenever he first entered NGL. It was the because I'm trying to remember correctly, but it was episode 80. Because it was right before he supposedly died.
I don't think they ever showed it in the anime. I think that was a manga only panel.
Yeah, because I'm thinking, I don't remember watching that ever.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was around the time frame, right?
Yeah, it was around the
where
same
episode
time
80
frame.
was in the anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think it went straight from the flashback into that one panel of them passing each other.
Yes. Oh my God,
What chapter
man.
was that? Does anyone? Oh, actually, I'll look up Hunter x Hunter. You said episode 80, right?
Yeah.
I'll look at what episode that is.
Yo, Sage just posted a comment that Toriko Tards would love, yo. This man said Togashi has to show us the 8 kings of the Dark Continent, man. We gotta see Genis, Heracles, and Bambina, bro.
I'll say this, bro. As long as one of the kings isn't a camel, I'm good.
Relax. Yo, can you imagine Dragon King Darius, bro?
Oh my God, bro, on mountains, bro. No, climbing the damn world tree, bro.
Yo, North Side, bro. Can you imagine the Emperor, the boss of the skies, bro?
Oh, man. That one feather would kill a whole country.
Oh man, those are the days, man.
I'm telling you, bro.
Okay, so it's chapter 189 is when the gyro stuff starts.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like those creatures like Byron and stuff I think will be probably like our way of calling them the kings and stuff during that arc in some form. Like, like the Hellbell snake, Byron, the eye and stuff, gas. Like, I feel like those are gonna be the ones that are like our miniature kings, and maybe like we see like the actual ones later on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
those are like the
guy that walks
ants.
by.
The sub bosses.
Yeah.
How does the guy look that you said that walks by?
He has like this hoodie on, like this.
It's a very puffy coat.
Yes. Yo, Senato just posted a comment, bro. This man said, Krollo's fortune says, and I quote, "But you will remain supreme." Yo! You will remain supreme, bro. That's how you man.
Jesus Christ, bro. I mean, Krollo can't get waxed by no Hisoka, man. If anything, Hisoka might get waxed by Krollo.
I mean, but the thing is, like, this was so fascinating about this entire thing, because the normal thing to think is that one day Hisoka and Gon will meet again. The normal thing to think is that Krollo and Kurapika will meet again, right? I'm not even sure anymore, bro. What's gonna happen now, man? Because there's just so much at stake at the moment. And God, now with Illumi and this whole Zoldyck plot going down too, bro, it's just I want to know, man, and I really want to know how Gon and Killua are gonna be introduced into this entire thing as well. It's just it's a fascinating time to be a fan of Hunter x Hunter, and so many things, bro.
Bro, when the anime comes back in a decade,
Hunter x Hunter 2030, yo, it's gonna be GOAT. I'll be here, coach.
And then just for nostalgic purposes, just put that opening back.
Family Guy 10 Zypher says that it's chapter 204. Okay,
that's where the real thing
where the narrator says that they'll meet again someday, or they'll meet someday.
Because I don't think this was ever mentioned in the anime. If this is like,
it's not. It's a manga only thing.
Unfortunately,
I don't know why they would like skip over such a major.
But they also skipped over, and they brought it up later on. But the anime doesn't start off the same way the manga does either. With the whole kite situation.
Yeah.
So the anime is not. I mean, I always praise it because it is an amazing anime, but it's not a complete adaptation of Hunter x Hunter. There are certain things that were manga only for sure.
Yeah, another thing was Maha Zoldyck was the one that helped assassinate the 10 Dons.
I never showed me.
Maha.
Yeah,
man. He never mentioned
10 Dons.
Bro, his ET powers, man, like
yeah. The Zoldicks. I'd be happy to see Silva again, man.
Hey, bro, you know, it'd be happy to see Zigzag. I want to know what's going on with him.
Yeah, bro, because he was the one that was venturing with Netero back in the day.
Bro. And that guy looked like a sickle.
He looks like a sick motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Greatness, bro. Hunter x Hunter has so much left to tell, man. That's why I don't know how long he's gonna continue to tell it, bro. Well, I'll be here, dog. I'll be here for the story. Yeah. Man. The greatness, man. Yo, have any of y'all been keeping up with the dub on Adult Swim?
I've been in and out with Swim.
Yo, they just got to the palace invasion. They just dubbed the Dragon Daivu, and and next week it's gonna be the episode where Meru has the shadowed out face whenever he holds Kamugi. Whenever Zeno and Netero walk into the room and Zeno questions Like, yeah, yo, was that such a gold episode, bro? I can't wait for next episode on Adult Swim, man.
So you said that Gon comes across him or something in 204?
And in 204 is when the narrator says that they'll meet again someday.
Oh, okay, the narrator.
Yeah.
The panel saved somewhere. I just forgot.
Because I was looking for the visual cue. I'm like, what? I thought like they crossed each other's paths or something. I was a little confused, but yeah.
Yeah, they in the anime they kind of showed them passing by, but the thing is just him normally walking.
And I mean, I feel like it's safe to assume that NGL is probably like stupid OP.
NGL, man. And NGL was on some other stuff, bro. Flipping NGL.
Bro, that part where I was like, when he said, he's like, the only reason he still respected his father is because he took care of him when he was sick. But then when he realized when he was older, it wasn't even his father. It was some random dude. And I was like, bro, it's a fucking rap. This man's gonna be evil. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, bro, this guy's evil, bro. Like there's no seem like that was like his only redeeming quality for his father, and to find out that wasn't even your father.
It wasn't even, yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. Yo, this man Aragi Senpai just posted a godly moment, bro. Pito crying as the king asks for a favor, and he doesn't give out the usual order pattern, bro. I love that arc so much, man. Both Mera and, man. The guy Mera and our greatness. Outstanding says, I want Kurapika to find a new goal. I think there will be some sort of secret about the Scarlet Eyes in the Dark Continent. That's a fascinating theory. Finding out a secret about the about the Scarlet Eyes within the Dark Continent. So not only will Leorio be able to accomplish more of his dream in the Dark Continent, but also Kurapika about finding out more about his family. That's interesting.
Yeah, I feel like either Chrollo or Cernich would break the news to him.
Oh,
as they're fighting. That'd
gotcha.
be a cool way to tie it in.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Do that.
Like that's also a reason why I'm heading there as well. And that type of stuff. Yo, what's going on in Shadow, bro?
What's up?
What's going on, man? Talking about the Hunter greatness.
Oh, Shadow.
Yeah.
What is up?
Nile states Kurta are from the DC. What do you guys think about that?
I agree. Completely
Oh
agree.
shoot, that reminds me.
Completely agree.
I've seen that theory before.
How would y'all feel if Kurapika runs into Beyond? What do you think? I
mean, if Kurapika runs into Beyond, like, I don't feel like would there really be a clash or an exchange?
Not like a fight, but more a exchange of dialogue, because we know Beyond been to the Dark
that would be
Continent
interesting.
before, so he might know something.
Like you'd be like those Scarlet Eyes.
Bro, it's
like,
and he's like,
exactly.
So you're after Cernich, aren't you? And it's just like this exchange of dialogue is like him just explain to him like, well, good luck with Cernich, bro. Like, it's not gonna be an easy task. This man, like, because like Tagashi's been hyping him up, Cernich, because like from like what he learned it within like a few hours how to get the basics of Nen when it took Gon and Kilo weeks and they're already prodigies.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, man. Tedesnich is truly the man is a true definition of prodigy, but this man's Akashi from Kuroko no Basket, bro. Like he's
yeah.
Oh, yo, Akashi.
Man's a genius, bro.
Seijuro.
Seijuro. Oh man. Yeah, that's gonna be very fast. I would love to have a conversation between the two because, like you said, Beyond has been there before, and it would be nice to see what he would say, like, "Oh, the Scarlet Eyes, they never cease to amaze me with their beauty," or so. Just something cool like that, man. Just that by itself would be really nice. It would give us an indication that he has seen it before in the Dark Continent.
You already know Kurapika's going to be like, "What do you know about the Kurapika? Choose your words next carefully."
Yeah, that's facts. Like he would break through the cell, bro. He'd be like, "Listen, man, choose your next words wisely, bro." And then like, yo, be spooky if Beyond tells him, "I know that ability of yours takes away your lifespan. Are you sure you want to do this?"
And then Kurapika's like, "I don't care."
Well, then here's the thing, because then they say too with like the herbs and stuff, they can extend life. So say that something happens to Kurapika where like he's on the verge of death, that their mission has to be like kind of like almost like Kamasa.
Oh, dude.
Where they gotta get the
herbs. If that ties in where Kurapika ends up using close to his end of his lifespan, and they find that thing that for some reason Dawn's been alive for 300 years, like
he's gonna regain the lifespan.
Yeah.
Kashi, you go.
Yeah, Kurapika's life points go back to 4,000.
Go Gashi.
Yo, Northside just posted something in the Google Hangouts chat right here. And it states right here, we reject no one, so take nothing from us. It says, as you can gather...
I was going to talk about that.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm about to read it off right now. It says, as you gather from the title, this is about the Kurta and the Phantom Troop. Specifically, I've been wondering, what could the Kurta have done to warrant the massacre? For those who have forgotten or simply don't know, after the troop killed Kurapika's clan, they left a note. We reject no one, so take nothing from us. It seems from that note, and moreover, how the troop, when acting as a group anyway, don't randomly slaughter innocent people, fitting more as anti-heroes than villains. Now, I haven't been involved in this Reddit or Hunter x Hunter for that matter for very long, a little over a year now, so perhaps it's been discussed ad nauseam, but if it hasn't, I'd very much like to visit the possibilities of their interactions causing such a violent end. The obvious starting point is that Kurta stole from them or slighted them in some way that was unforgivable and forced a violent reaction. As to the details of such, that is a mystery I'd like to discuss. While Uvo does remark that the boss liked the eyes and how fun they were to fight to their power, and I feel like they were secondary to the initial reason for the killings, I 100% agree. Because Franklin himself said in chapter 379 that they don't do anything unless somebody else fights first. Like, Franklin was confident in his troop members and saying that is how we roll, dog.
That wasn't our man that attacked.
Exactly.
Right, and he's one of the original members too.
Yes,
so that has a lot of validity to it.
Yep. Yo, man, we need to see this flashback, and I think Togashi has been saving it for now.
And it's something that Togashi would do.
Absolutely, especially with the way that he handles his villains. I wonder what that thing is that the person who wrote this is right. Like, that is the mystery. Like, what is the thing that caused the troop to want to slaughter them, an entire family, bro? Like the whole clan right then and there, like he was Itachi, dog. Like, what we got going on?
Like he was Itachi.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. So that's an awesome comment on Northside, bro. Thank you for sharing that. I'm gonna keep this thread bookmarked so I could read it. I want to read what other people have to say.
200 IQ ideas, boys.
Wait, repeat that one more time, Zephyr?
200 IQ ideas.
Yeah, bro. 200 IQ. Yeah. Oh man. Let me see. I'll put this to the side.
Bro, I'm like rereading chapter 344 right now, bro. And it's like, yo, it's like, bro, because like the way that this man sets up like all little sections and everything, where all the medicines, all the herbs, and all that's gonna be there, and like the threat level and stuff, bro. It's like, yo, I need the segue big time now, man. Like, I don't care what is we see. I need the segue.
Yeah,
but yeah, everybody's been giving their ideas. What about you, Recon?
For what?
What do you see happening in the grand scheme of like the future of the story
for Hunter x Hunter? I think
like a major thing that you want to see potentially happening.
Without question, then I think if I could just boil it down to three. Number one, going back to the whole Gon and Killua situation, I really want to see Gon and Killua reunite years later after Gon has his Nen back and Killua has a reason to go out, and whatever that reason is, it's gonna connect to this whole Zoldyck family being with the Phantom Troop. But I do want them to go out to the Dark Continent themselves. Like, I don't want them to go just because everyone else went. I want them to go on a journey, on an adventure, just like they did back then. But I do want there to be some sort of motivation, regardless of what that is, because the last time they went to the Dark Continent, they got wiped out, which is what we're speculating here. Whenever the ship starts going down, they get to the actual Dark Continent. Maybe they don't have enough supplies, and the mystery of what happened to the people who went to the Dark Continent on the Kaigen Succession ship, their remains are unknown. Like, they don't know what happened to them. So maybe as hunters, they want to go out and search the unknown, and they go out and try to go to the Dark Continent and find out. And that's when we actually get to the Dark Continent, just through going to Killua's eyes. That would be fascinating to me to see.
Speaking of Gon coming back, right?
Yeah.
I don't, like you said, time skip. I feel like the time skip has to be at least 2 years. Because going back to what Mito said, because I was doing this reread, that's why I remember so much of it. I feel like you gotta kind of always do a reread every single time getting back to Togashi.
Yeah.
But the last time we saw Gon, she's handing him like a bunch of shit. She's like, you have to do a 10,000 page essay on your journey. You have to study these 10 textbooks. You have to do this math things. You have to pass this. You gotta get 10 academic achievements or something like that. So one thing we all knew Gon was lacking was kind of like being smart, like strategizing, being a smart, strategical person. So if Gon comes back and gets like a huge development aspect of him where he's not just this dumb little kid, he comes back, he's like what, 15, 14 now?
Yeah.
And he's actually very, very smart now, which would put him on another level.
And it would also, I think, from an emotional standpoint and from a like, I think the reason why Togashi had him go through what he did in the Chimera Ant is that whenever he does come back from this and eventually develops into what he's going to become as a man, we're going to see growth from what happened last time in the Chimera Ant arc. So he won't be as emotionally unstable as he was before. He's still going to be emotionally unstable because he's gone, but he won't be as emotionally unstable as he was back in the Chimera Ant arc.
Yeah,
I really want to see how he grows from that sense for sure. But yeah, it definitely gonna be fascinating there. I'm really looking forward to seeing in the Dark Continent what is going to happen with the Jing Pariston and beyond scenario. That's something that's very fascinating to me because Jing, of course, has a reason for coming over here. The entire series is based around this man going around and adventuring and trying to find more stuff. But I'm really fascinated as to why it is that he wants to stay by Pariston's side so bad, and what is their backstory. I want to find out more. There is it connected to Gon's mother? I'm not sure, but I want to find out more.
Pariston is Gon's mother.
Hey, I've heard that many times, bro. Pariston's Gon's mother. Just like crocodiles is Luffy's, man. But that's besides the point. I've heard that so many times too, dog. Oh man. But anyways, yeah, that for sure. And then beyond, bro, such a fascinating character for Togashi to start off this arc with him. He obviously has something in store with Beyond Netero. I mean, the man's name by itself shows that he has strong implications to this plot. Yo, Beyond Netero, bro. So that should be interesting, man. Hunter greatness, man. Hunter flipping greatness.
Most likely, we're probably gonna be waking up to that chapter. We're all gonna be going to bed and wake up, and we're gonna see Hunter on our phones.
Yeah.
Yo, Yak said, when is Jing turning back into Yusuke? He doesn't have to turn back because they're the same person, bro.
Yeah, that's the big reveal.
I'm telling you, man. Like, I think that's why the editor was crying because he saw Jing use a spirit gun. And he was like, "Oh, my talented, bro."
If I actually did some type of shit like that, how would you feel?
If Jing ever used the spirit gun, I'm not gonna lie, man. I mean, I say a lot of crazy stuff on the channel, bro, but that actually might be my favorite chapter of all time. Yeah. actually having like an actual manga, or not even favorite chapter, but probably favorite panel. Just having Jing using a spirit gun, bro. I'd mark out so hard.
I can see him making a cameo where like people ask like, how the hell did you get that power? And then he just goes by like, oh, I met this guy one day, like just traveling, and he punched me in the face. And you know, he could get powers by getting hit by someone. He could take their ability. So he just got his ass whooped by Yusuke, and then now he has his ability.
I can definitely see Togashi doing something like that too. I always enjoy his callbacks, and I enjoy the Hunter x Hunter anime's callbacks to Yu Yu Hakusho as well. It's always really, really nice. Like that one, the keychain back in the York New City arc.
Yeah,
that was really nice. But yeah, man, 100 greatness. I sent a link to my boy Speak because I know that he has a couple theories he wants to share with us. I haven't spoken to my boy Speak in so long, Northside, bro.
Yeah, hey, listen, 100 theories, any of any kind, man. Oh man, we need it.
Yeah, man, for sure, bro. They're always fascinating to listen to because, you know, as of course we're all heavily invested in the One Piece communities, and you know, the One Piece theories I always enjoy listening to because it is a series that has like there's a lot of different scenarios that could happen and a lot of stuff that we're all interested in seeing where Oda's going to take it. But with Hunter x Hunter, it's always very fascinating. Excuse me, it's always very fascinating to talk about theories because you don't hear it as often. Like I feel like when it comes to Hunter x Hunter theories, they're pretty scarce. It's pretty difficult to find a theory that is different from the others, and that's why.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I feel like because like One Piece is always around, whereas like Hunter x Hunter is literally like a seasonal manga for us, where it's like it comes back and goes. So it's like for example I'm trying to think of a show that's on and off, like My Hero Academia. Like My Hero Academia anime is wrapping up. It's gonna die down. The anime only. No one's gonna be talking about it on the timeline for a good few months, except for the manga people. Yeah. And then it's gonna come back next year in 2019 in April, and everybody and their mother's gonna be talking about it.
That's fact, especially because Mario Goat.
Well, Mario Goat. You saw that meme I put of people are not ready for the Mirio.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's my goat. That's facts. That's facts, bro. He is my goat.
Shout out to Mario, man. But in this house, we stand Tamaki.
Yo, you're just like my friend Chris, bro. Chris is a huge dart of him, bro. Huge dart. And I'm like, nah, bro, it's Mirio gang, yo.
I respect that.
I'll respect, yo. Yo, have y'all heard? Have y'all been seeing this new Hunter x Hunter smartphone game that's coming out called Great Adventure?
I saw the trailer.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It was like an animated trailer for it.
Yes.
They really went out for
it
that trailer.
Fire, bro.
Apparently, Madhouse was the ones that were like, "Yo, let us do this."
It was like straight out. It was straight out of anime, bro.
But that's actually really interesting to me, that Madhouse, because Madhouse is the king of like just moving on.
Yeah.
But the simple fact that they wanted to like stick with this and they wanted to do it, like they probably wanted to do it. I pray to God.
Yeah, like the stuff for Hunter x Hunter really loves it.
When we have the reboot, who knows, a decade from now, hopefully Madhouse is still like getting fed and reboots that series.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, because I know how much they loved it, bro. And
you could tell just how much they love the series of like I mean, everyone could agree Hunter x Hunter, the 2011 anime, is one of the greatest animes ever. Like
top 3, yeah.
It to the perfection from episode 1 to 148. It was just like one of those few shows, because like like even being One Piece fans, we could talk about for days like what the flaws are with the anime, but it's like I truly have a hard time coming up with a flaw for the Hunter x Hunter anime.
Yeah, I agree. It's especially during certain portions that they really nailed, man. Because I feel like I try not to make the comparisons, but it's hard not to. Whenever you have something else that is out there, like when it comes to the 99 and the 2011, right? There's certain things that I can go back and watch in the 99 version that I'll prefer just because the tone and the atmosphere feels better.
The Hunter exams.
Like the Hunter exams, for example, and the certain parts of Yorknu. Yeah, it could go either way. The only reason the reason why I like Yorknu more in 2011 is because Hunting for Your Dream is in 1999, bro. Hunting for Your Dream makes Yorknu for me, bro. Like when an episode ends with dun, 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 I have to put in the 2011. And Heaven's Ruin.
You're talking about the second ending, right?
Yeah, the second ending, bro.
Bro, the second ending is legendary.
But you already know, because like that when that signal sound came, I was like, all right, next episode.
Yeah.
That sound signified next episode.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I always try to think, because it's really hard. Hunter x Hunter, I think, is the hardest series for me to make a favorite endings list because I love them all so much.
Ending one's my absolute favorite, man. That shit's like fucking god tier, bro.
See, like Hyori Itai is my favorite, but some days I'm like, yo, Hunting for Your Dream and Reason are godly, bro.
I don't know what the actual name for it is, but 100%. I don't know what the name is. But the episode you mentioned, Recon, the music that plays that transitions into the ending song of 147 when they split up.
Yeah. Reason. Oh, that's Reason. That's Reason.
Oh, dude, that's
Wahoo! That goes in, bro.
And then it just pulls the credits in, and then you see every single moment that Gon and Killua shared together throughout the entire, like, bro.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
And then it also ties in with the very last panel. With not panel, like the last part where you see Jing walking away and you see Gon smiling, and then you see Jing's favorite famous quote: "Enjoy the little detours in life, because that's where you'll find the most important."
Greatest quote of all time.
I mean, just look at the profile picture, bro. The goat. Lovely G. Let me see. Recognize 1, 2, 3. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Flipping flag darts. I apologize. I was trying to send somebody an invited Hangouts once to always trip.
Yeah, but that's gonna be tough, bro. Hunter x Hunter, One Piece.
Yeah, man. Yo, Shonen Jump is in such a good state right now.
It is, bro. It really is.
And
honestly.
God, and if what you said is factual, that like a lot of these series about to be flames this week, dog, it's gonna be a great week, man.
I'll just say this, bro, because last week I was gonna stay up for the One Piece chapter and I fell asleep, and everyone on Discord saying, "Yeah, you probably want to stay up for this one," and I'm like,
for what?
For this chapter coming up.
For Hunter x Hunter?
Lord. One Piece.
Oh, for One Piece.
So you're telling me One Piece and Hunter x Hunter dropping 10s in the same week?
So this shoot, sir. That's the only reason why I'm staying up tonight.
bro, and it's gonna suck. I have to wake up early.
Dude, what sucks is like I just recently DM'd like during a call, your anime guy, and he said with manga stream, I would expect the Hunter x Hunter chapter tomorrow morning. Oh yeah,
I will.
Oh yeah, they do take their time.
Chapters.
Does Hunter x Hunter do? Does J Minis do Hunter x Hunter?
I don't think
they did like one chapter, I think. That was a.
Yeah, but I think that was because a lot of people just wanted a chapter.
So we should expect the manga stream to do it. Actually, I'm in the J Minis Discord. I'm gonna ask them right now if they're doing Hunter x Hunter.
Yo, my boy, speak.
Yo,
bro.
speak.
It's so good to have you in a freaking hangout, man.
Yo, man, listen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Cause I'm on my way to the gym. It's gonna take me a little while to get there, so I'm gonna mute myself when I'm not talking because it's a bit windy.
Oh, okay, I got you, bro.
Okay, cool. So discussing that greatness.
Yeah, bro. Yo, speak, man. What do you think's gonna happen here in the next couple chapters, bro? What do you think's going down, yo?
You know what? I was discussing it with a few friends, and like besides this arc, tell me if it gets too windy. Yeah, I'll just sort of reshuffle myself.
Bro, it's okay. It's your aura, bro. It's leaking, yo.
Yeah, it's crazy right now.
Yeah. All right. So I think this particular arc itself is. What'd you say?
No one said anything.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What I was gonna say is this particular arc. I personally think it's going to be... It depends if he sticks to landing. It may be as good or if not better than York New. Maybe Chimera as well in terms of character development. In terms of what's going to happen in the next few arcs, I think... Because if you remember Shaonak, that prophecy, it said, don't answer your phone when you're alone. The Deathbringer hovers near. So we know Hisoka's the Deathbringer in terms of Shaonak's prophecy. When it comes to the rest of the troop, I think... What the editor was referring to is, I think something major is going to happen with the troop, not necessarily the family. Or Prince Sered manages to advance even further with his specialist techniques. Because I'm not sure what's going on that side as well.
Yeah, that's facts.
I know, but all in all, I'm pretty excited to see what the Gush is going to do because it's too hard to predict with this guy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Way too much setup, and I think you talked about it like a couple weeks ago or a week ago. You said that these 10 chapters are probably going to be the climax of this arc. So whatever that is, whatever it's going to be, whether it be the princes or whether
I still think that we'll have like 20 or 30 chapters after this.
So?
But I feel like we'll hit the climax this time.
I don't know. It's going to be tough. Because you figure it's been 20, 30 chapters. You're looking at 6-7 years like, to be realistic.
To be fair, though, I mean, he's come back twice this year. And from his statements, it seems like he's in a much better place mentally when it comes to the manga. And I think it's been like it's a blessing and a curse because of the fact that he's taken so long to actually write the series. But the quality, I mean, because I was just going over the chapters via Viz, at work, outside of work, at home, and just the depth he's given. I wouldn't say all the princes, but people like Halkenberg, the Queen Oitio. I mean, all these little tidbits just been fantastic to read. So
yeah.
I mean, if he's able to do 20 volumes a year. 20 chapters a year, I'm happy with that.
I'm telling you. Yo, Abe, well, first of all, Anae, I'm so happy to have you on the stream. How's it going? Yo, what chapter of Kingdom are you on now, Anae? Are you caught up to the Kingdom Awesome Sauce? So it's good to have you in one of these comments, man. That's really cool. Yeah, let me know what chapter of Kingdom you're on, because I remember last time I saw one of your comments. It was that you were catching up to Kingdom, so I would love to know where you are right now. But yeah, no question, speak, bro. I'm right there with I was saying that earlier when it comes to Hunter x Hunter. Like the last time this man Togashi wrote 20 chapters in a year, the man wrote Meru Mokomugi's death and the whole election arc. So like he was obviously inspired then. So right now he's coming back really early to write some more greatness, man. It's a good time to be a fan, bro.
Yeah, what also excites me is I just hope that we finally get to the Dark Continent, because I mean it's obvious, it's a popular theory now, but I'm so eager to see that proven that AI is what's possessing Aluka.
Well, she already stated in the volume cover that it is from.
It's already confirmed because in the volume cover it says I am
AI. Yeah. And on top of that, I want it also confirmed that Kurapika's tribe originates from the Dark Continent.
Wait, that perfectly goes with you. What you said, Recon. How you wanted Killua to tie in and Gon. That'd be a perfect tie-in, like to figure out what's with Aluka, and that's how the Zoldycks tie in.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
Bro,
because Zeke was there. But if you oh man, because I put it in my video, but I can't remember the chapter number. The chapter where they showed Kurapika's tribe, his special chapters, and they were riding those I can't even name the name of those creatures, and they had those specific huts. If you look at the chapter when Ging was explaining about the Dark Continent to Gon, you can actually see those huts and those same animals on the Dark Continent.
Yeah, I saw that.
So Kurapika thinking that, you know what, this is it. This is my final mission to atone for my clan and get the eyes back. They might get to the Dark Continent and he finds out, oh shit, there's a whole tribe of these people here.
Yo, first of all, shout out to Charles' Anime World in the comments, man. Shout out to Charles. Yo, he says that, to be fair, I think we're going to get a heartfelt backstory in the Crimson Eyes. I can most certainly see that, and it's definitely something he's been waiting to write for a long time, and that's gonna be nice to see, yo. But it's Charles, man, it's nice to see you stop by, bro. It's always good to see you, my friend. And then Ali posts in the comments, I just seen an insane theory on Reddit that Gyro made Morena his queen, and they are trying to knock off the Kaiken Kingdom. What do you guys think about that, yo?
Wait,
I think
that first part again.
I think it'd be foolish not to count out Gyro.
I've just seen an insane theory on Reddit that Gyro made Morena his queen, and they are trying to knock off the Kaiken Kingdom.
Morena, who's the?
Yeah.
Morena?
She's the one that crazy scar and the thorn on her head.
Yeah.
Hey, then you know what? I think he's a good man. Morena is a solid 8.
Hey man, Gyro don't care, bro. He don't discriminate, dog. You know Gyro.
Exactly.
Honestly, the hype built up around him in just that little bit that we had.
Yes,
and from the little tidbits with Wolfen, I mean,
everything that I speculate when it comes to the Phantom Troop is always centered around Gyro. Like I'm like, they can't be eliminated because Gyro exists.
What makes it crazy too, because if let's say like Gyro does something with Morena, you remember who the benefactor to her group is, though? It's Terra Sandwich.
That's facts.
Yeah, exactly.
He's be profiting somehow, man.
Man, Terra Sandwich getting destroyed by Gyro.
Hey, listen, man, Terra Sandwich is the wave.
I love that.
What do you guys think his ability is?
I don't know, bro. The thing is, it's so scary the way they explain. Like, it's the one dude who should not have Nen. So I think it could literally be anything, honestly.
It's gonna be bloodbending.
Magneto 2.0.
I mean, that's the beautiful concept of Nen, and the difference between it is like he could literally create anything, and it's not BS.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's what it is when you have actually a well thought out power system with the restrictions. Yeah. And
like the beauty of it is like you could have the most broken ability, but it has so much repercussion on it. And I think Horikoshi does that with My Hero, but obviously it's not to such a severe level because they're high school students and it's supposed to appeal to more like a younger audience. But they have that same aspect of where like they introduce quirks. All these quirks could be the most broken, but like they have so much repercussions for them.
With Horikoshi, I think they've fallen into the gap between what Oda does and what Togashi does, because I can't say one of them is more creative than the other when it comes to abilities, but Oda tends to go in a very specific route in terms of wackiness and silliness, and Togashi will do something similar, but I think down to his OCD, he needs to layer it and layer it and layer it, because he's thinking, okay, how would this person react to this person, and how would I explain it when they battle, and keep the fights strategic as an ongoing theme, or depending on how strategic that character is.
Yeah, I could definitely see Horikoshi go down as a future GOAT in like a decade from now.
Because people are going to be looking at Horikoshi in the same way that Horikoshi looked up to Kubo, looked up to Srirachi, looked up to Kishi, and that type of stuff. So like Horikoshi is definitely going to be one of those guys that inspires the next generation of authors.
Most definitely. Yeah. I mean, he's exploding right now.
Look at our current gen. Look how much heat is coming out. Kimetsu no Yaiba, Dr. Stone, Promise Neverland.
Yep.
Are you reading any of these, by the way, Recon?
Wait, what? Do I read what?
Are you reading Dr. Stone?
No, I haven't started it. I'm planning by the end of this year. I want to start Kimetsu no Yaiba and Promise Neverland. I mean, not Neverland. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with Neverland. Kimetsu no Yaiba and Dr. Stone. Those are the two that I want to.
If I have to give you one more series, though.
I'm waiting for the anime
you
for.
got the author of Aisho 21 and the artist Boichi, who's done Sun Can Rock, bro.
Yeah, yo, and Wallman. Yeah, Wallman was a fun read, bro.
Wait, did you say Yusuke Murata? Is he?
No.
It's the writer, the writer for Aisho.
Writer, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, he had a tag team on that.
And then the artist of Sun Can Rock.
Oh man, because I was gonna say Murata's. I mean, no spoilers for anybody who isn't caught up, but he's literally
He's a monster
himself. In one point, the last I think 30 chapters, One Punch Man, he's been outdoing himself. It's just looking spectacular.
Dang, man, dude, I want to catch up so bad. Like I have all the manga volumes. I just need to read them, and I wanted to react to them.
I mean, you've waited so long, you might as well wait for the series. I mean, depending if they're able to imitate his art style.
That's why, because I read volumes 9 and 10, and I loved his art so much. I was like, I don't even want to watch the anime anymore, dog. Like, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
One series I refuse to stay. I read the manga. It's like JoJo. I just truly love the way David Productions is doing JoJo.
I mean, I love the manga, man, but sometimes just seeing like all the things, voices, because I don't think I would have the appreciation I have for Joseph if I didn't get to hear Sugita voice him.
Oh, bro, next you're gonna say is, bro. Like,
Yo, Zypher.
Less than 3 weeks left.
Zypher, bro. So I gotta ask, man. You're an anime only for JoJo, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, bro, you got some greatness.
I kind of wish I was anime only.
I know literally nothing about Part 5. Besides, I don't know if is anyone else anime only, because I've gotten spoiled about one little thing. I think it's
dude. I wish.
So everybody else knows, but I know about the whole who Giorno's dad is. That's the only thing I know.
Oh yeah, and trust me, that's not even a spoiler. That's you know what that is. That is whenever you read off his description on a video game, that's the first thing it says. Like it's not even that big. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's but I'll tell you what, man. From a JoJo fan who read the Coffee Stains a print of Part 5 and still love it. You're in for some greatness.
Oh, okay. Actually, I just remembered. I don't know why it sparked another one, but there's another thing I remember, because this was at Anime Expo, and someone told me my best boy from Part 3, Polar and F, makes a return.
I'm not gonna comment on that, but what I am gonna say is that part you're in for a journey when it comes to if hopefully they get all the way up to the 8th part. You're in for a journey, and if you stay anime only and you see their productions cover 5, 6, 7, and 8, man, it's
Zypher, bro.
The ending of 6 will blow people's mind,
bro.
Yeah,
because I've heard from a lot of JoJo fans that Part 6 has the worst ending.
I just realized no profile picture.
Yeah. Bro. Northside's profile picture is the goat, yo.
It is, yo. Gyro, man.
But what's that called? I disagree with that, Zypher. I think overall, when it comes to the JoJo fan base, the Part 6 ending is something that we hold to very high standards. Like it's something that I can understand why people would say that. It's controversial, exactly. But that ending led to one of my favorite things in all of fiction, and it's just Part 7. So
I mean, then again, a lot of people told me that I wasn't gonna like Part 3, and I absolutely loved Part 3.
Oh.
Yeah, and Part 3 was awesome, dude.
It was, yeah.
I even enjoyed the coffee stain version of that. That was dope.
Bro, in my opinion, man, Part 7 is the greatest completed story I've ever.
Oh, that's a thing that I've heard everybody.
Yeah,
bro,
I've heard every person and their mother that's read Part 7 say it's one of the greatest things in fiction.
For me, it's definitely
the pinnacle of story.
In JoJo, for me, by far, it's the best arc, and generally in manga, it's probably my top 5.
I just hope 5 years from now I don't get spoiled when I try to say anime only for that.
Yeah, for sure. The good thing about JoJo is that a lot of people, even though a lot of people do read the manga, there's a lot of anime onlys for JoJo. Like, there's a lot of people that literally waited for Part 5 all these years that are very, very excited to experience it in the anime for the first time. So I actually know quite a couple dub onlys. They only watch JoJo in the dub. That's also very fascinating.
Wait, how many weeks are we off? We're only like two weeks.
I get Bruno's PV tomorrow.
October 6th.
Yes, Bruno. Yes, Bruno.
Oh my
god!
No, I'm gonna be at school waiting to watch that trailer.
That
Ooh.
shit-
I lost when I was seeing the Narantia one, and then I'm like, when I noticed like the little shadowy,
Yes,
wait, it's brutal as.
By the way, if
Oh
you're
my God.
wondering
I'm telling you.
when it's supposed to be airing, it's supposed to be airing Friday afternoons. Like
Yeah,
at
dude,
noon.
bro, that's
Yeah.
perfect, man. Like, I want to be able to cover at least the anime in some form, bro. Because like that's I feel like it's gonna be like the almost like the first time we're experiencing part 5 in the whole, man. Instead of
Yeah, I almost forgot everything about it.
Because bro, because man, those coffee stain chapters when I was reading, man. I'm like,
Yeah, man.
But yo,
They were so
Aerosmith
trash.
and CGI
It
looks
was-
so good. Like
It was crazy,
CGI
like,
is never really that great.
From the outside looking in, it sounds so stupid, but I know that with JoJo, anything is greatness. You could talk about pizza, right? Like what was that part 4?
Pizza,
Part four.
man.
That shit was legendary when the
Dude.
pizza guy. Oh man,
Did you have to realize JoJo in terms of back then power? If you watch read a lot of classical series, power system was very different to what it is now, and I think JoJo laid the groundwork for a lot of series,
Agreed.
especially
Yeah.
Hunter x Hunter.
Yep.
There's a lot of series that take a lot from JoJo. I mean, if you read God of High School, it's a Korean manhwa, the power system there when you get through the series is almost identical to JoJo
bro,
to the point.
You're making me want to read God of High School now, bro. Because
I love it.
I'm catching up to Tower of God, and I love that so much.
I've been delaying that. So when I saw you saying I picked it up, I couldn't stop laughing because I was
Yo,
like, man,
Laz
I've
be
been
pushing
delaying
that
it.
Tower of God agenda.
Yo, man, I'm glad people have been pushing the Tower of God agenda because that's how I got into it, yo. Shout out to Laz and Quinn and Yak for always
I
talking
remember
about
when you guys were pushing
I need to get on that.
the kingdom agenda. And
Oh,
the-
bro, I'm still pushing it, bro.
Oh, Kingdom,
You know
man.
who pushes the kingdom?
Kingdom.
You know who pushes the kingdom agenda more than us though? This man Srirachi, bro. This man,
Yeah, he does.
Gintama, bro, and it's in its best arc. He starts off the arc with Gintoki reading Kingdom, bro. Like that's how you know, man. That's how you know he's pushing the agenda, bro. He's pushing the agenda, dog. For the kingdom.
I need the translations for the volumes.
I just hope that one day we could live in a timeline where someone does a justifiable anime adaptation.
I mean, it actually does an anime because it doesn't exist to me.
Oh yeah,
Do you know
someone does an anime adaptation because
You never know. Netflix might be the future.
Yeah,
No,
but
no,
honestly,
for sure.
man.
The
Hey, man,
only
they got
thing
the
I can
Pluto
think of-
anime coming up, man.
because
Like,
which studio who did Attack on Titan are doing Vinland Saga, and if they didn't knock Vinland Saga out of the park, I want to see that last episode of Vinland Saga, and just announce Kingdom, please, Witch Studio. If Witch Studio does Vinland Saga justice, it's a wrap. Witch Studio for Seinins.
That's definitely. There's two series that I definitely want to see Netflix maybe try and pick up, and that's Kingdom and 20th Century Boys.
Yes.
I think.
listen, man. I've been waiting years for 20th Century Boys getting an anime, man.
Yes, that's facts.
No, I think
years.
if it hits Netflix as well, I think the West people who generally don't watch anime, they'll love it just for the
Yeah,
story.
they will. Honestly,
Yes,
bro.
because I feel like 20th Century Boys is similar to Death Note, where you don't have to like anime to watch that. Like,
Yeah.
you can watch 20th Century Boys and not even like anime at all, dude. You just gotta like stories, dog. That's it.
If you just love the story, honestly, man, it's something special.
Bro, I don't know
But,
about 20th Century Boys.
Oh man,
So go.
yeah, it's amazing.
I read it in like 2 to 3 days, bro. I was so addicted to that junk.
Bro, I have like
Yeah.
some kind of like thing where like I like just where I'm like, okay, I will wait for an anime and then I give up. And then literally weeks later after I buy a volume, an anime is announced. I bought Vinland Saga, anime got announced. I buy Promise Neverland volume, anime got announced. I'm like, bro,
I'll tell you what, next week.
Buy a Kingdom volume, bro. Buy a
Yeah,
Kingdom
go
volume.
go against the violence, yeah.
Go buy a Kingdom volume and then go buy a Toriko volume. We need another one of those
man.
too.
Exactly.
Damn it, man! Don't bring up Toriko. I get so sad every time I think about the series not being on anymore, man.
I still gotta buy the final 3 volumes, bro. I've been just waiting, man.
Dude, I saw those on Amazon. This new volumes of 20th Century Boys.
Oh,
they
the
look
perfect
really
editions,
clean.
yeah.
Dude, I saw
still
the
gotta buy one.
omnibuses for Berserk today, bro.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yo, Dark Horse is going in. Good goat people, dude.
I
Like,
mean, I don't know if you guys already discussed this part. Sorry, I jump back to Hunter x Hunter, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys already discussed it. But do you think Mizai Storm's gonna tell Kurapika? Because I think in the last chapter he was sort of debating himself, like,
yeah.
what do I do?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I was
think so.
talking about that earlier because I'm very fascinated in that, and I'm fascinated in what he was told as well. Because we got a little bit of what he was told, but we weren't told the full thing. So that's going to be very fascinating by itself. Finding out whether
Yeah.
Mizaki-sama is going to tell him that.
I think he's gonna keep
That is going to change the whole direction of where this arc goes. You know, so oof.
Well,
Sorry, that and also Illumi's lying. I mean, I'm sorry. He can't just. I mean, like you can look at it. I read it the first time I read it. I was like, okay, that's kind of his character. He's very aloof, but at the same time, he did this in the Hunter exam when he was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go kill Gon," and then
Wait,
he was
is
like,
it-
"Ah," and then he's like, "Ah, I shouldn't have said that." And
Is it
similar to,
Illumi
but he was
close to the
calculated.
prince, the 8th prince?
Uh,
Because like,
In terms of location,
yeah, because like I remember when they tried to boot Illumi off of the main outside dock, right? Because they
he
said
was on the deck. Yeah,
they were closing it
observation
off.
deck.
And then someone calls him over. I forget what the guy's name is. The cow guy. I'm forgetting his name.
Mizustan?
Yeah, yeah. And then he gets
Misa.
told there's someone that shouldn't be here that's here. And then the next panel we look at, it's the final panel since 380 is the 8th prince. So like, how far away is that from?
Oh, is it Fugetsu? Is that what's his name?
Yeah.
How far is she from Illumi?
In terms of location, I don't know. It must be close because it didn't seem like Mizustan went that far. He just went inside an inside room.
Yeah.
But in terms of also what Illumi said, he immediately said that, oh, the spiders are here. So I'm not sure if that's what Hisoka told him to do. Like, listen, come and find me and come and kill me. But did he also give him an underlying layer to that objective?
Yeah,
like, you know what? Make it difficult. Separate them even more. Or make it a big.
Speak. This was brought up earlier on the stream, but what are your thoughts on Illumi in the volume cover holding the flower?
You know what? Initially, I thought that. I thought that. Yeah, you know, something's gonna happen. But then when I thought about it even more, I remembered, and I was like, wait a minute. One of them is Pakunoda, one of them is Kortopi, one of them is Shaunat, and since Illumi is 11, Uvogin was 11, so he's representing Uvogin, but he's also holding the flower to say, yeah, I'm not the original member. Somebody died here.
Ah, okay, understood.
Yeah. That's what I think.
The first time I saw it, I was like, holy shit, what's gonna happen to Illumi?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fascinating way of looking at it. I didn't even think about it that way. Gotcha.
Yeah, because I was so somebody said Pakunoda, and I was like, holy shit, Pakunoda. Yeah, I forgot. She died.
Bro, I didn't even notice him holding that flower.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. Like whenever, and then bro, that other one, the fan art of Kurapika watering all the flowers. That was some sicko stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I keep going back to Togashi's statement saying that. I mean, he could have just said it to say it like some mangakas do, but when somebody, I think he must be asked so many times that he just said, "Yeah, everyone's gonna die." In regards to Kurapika and the troop, he just said, "Yeah, everyone's gonna die." But I don't know if he just said that to just say it, or does he mean it?
Yeah, true that, man. You never know with Togashi, bro. You never know with him, dog. So man, yo, Eto said that new gameplay for Jump Force is out. I'm wondering if it's Killua and Kurapika gameplay.
Let's see. Dude, I heard rumors of if Joseph gets announced. Oh, what is I'm just curious. I know this is going a little off topic. What's everyone's favorite Jojo?
Oh, Johnny.
Johnny.
Even though I love
Joseph.
I love Joseph in part 4.
Johnny,
man.
It's Joseph.
Johnny and Joseph, man.
Yeah, for me, it'd be Johnny and Joseph.
Same for me, Johnny and Joseph.
Yeah, bro. And for me, it'd be Johnny and Jolene. I love me some Jolene, dog.
Hey, don't
right now
kill,
for me, finishing part 4, I'm at Joseph is my favorite.
Zypher, you're gonna love this guy's name, Giorno Giovanna.
Yeah,
he's one of the most JoJos, I'm telling you.
Yo, this
I love the anime JoJo, man.
Great.
I love the voice acting, man. Just everything about it is so over the top. Like I was just watching a dub the other day because I thought, let me check out some of the dub, and even the first thing I searched was Speedwagon because I love Speedwagon so much. His voice actor, and then just the English dub is always just great.
Yeah,
I mean, I love JoJo.
It's been nailing part 4. I feel like part 4 is legit a perfect dub. Yeah, like they have been nailing it to the T. The exaggerations, the over exaggerated amount of cursing, like they just nail it so well. It really fits the spirit of JoJo. I've been enjoying Diamond is Unbreakable a lot in the dub. It's been really nice. I'm looking forward to seeing how they're gonna handle part 5 though, because and this isn't a spoiler. It's just that part 5 has a lot of copyrighted names for certain things. So
big time.
I'm wondering how, because that is why everybody thought that part 5 took this long to animate, because they had to get through all of that and change all those names, because part 5 has a lot. If you think other parts had copyright, part 5 breaks the barrier. Like part 5 could get David Productions sued if they aren't careful. So like there's a lot of stuff in there. So we'll see how they take care of that.
So what was the issue?
Like the names,
for musical rights and stuff for bands.
For a lot of names of like bands. You know how he's done that before in Jojo, where like, for example, in part 4, you know how there was a Killer Queen, Crazy Diamond, like all of that. Those are names for musicians. So when it comes to part 5, there's a lot of bands that have names. So I'm pretty sure they're going to be different. Like how Crazy Diamond was Shining Diamond, Killer Queen was Deadly Queen. But you're still going to hear the Japanese say the actual name of the band, and then there's going to be a different name of it. So
Bro, I hope
because I heard copyright and I got scared because I'm planning to do reactions to Jojo Part 5.
Oh no! Yeah, you can do reactions to it. What I'm saying is the anime itself has to be like David Productions themselves have to be careful of how they handle Part 5.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
So you wouldn't be surprised if they switched things up.
Oh, no question. They're going to change up all the names, just like they did for Part 4.
What was some of the names that they changed?
Killer Queen was Deadly Queen. Shining Diamond or Crazy Diamond became Shining Diamond. Let me think back to
Echoes became Reverb.
Yeah, Echoes became Reverb. And then there was a couple others. I don't remember them at the top of my head right now. But actually, I can probably look at the video game names. They use Eyes of Heaven for a couple of these Part 5 things.
So speaking of the video game,
it's that close, bro. We're on September 19th. The anime comes October 2nd, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah. October 2nd?
Yeah, there's some good animes coming out.
It's either the 2nd or the 5th. What is the sticker? Sticker is at the 5th or the 2nd?
I know it's on a Friday for sure. Jojo Friday.
Okay. Yeah, it comes out on the
5th. The 5th. NY, man. I'm going to miss up first episode.
Oh yeah, bro, you're gonna be in New York, yeah. It's okay. You'll be recording a live footage for everything getting announced at New York Comic Con.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get my hands on the game.
Dude, I'm just not ready for tomorrow, Bruno. I'm not ready.
Yeah,
Bruno, bro. Like I don't even. What are they gonna show?
You gotta bless
the first thing you need to do is let everyone know is if we have Gintoki back, and if we're lucky enough to get hands on Chrollo. Because I mean, you put Hisoka in the game. I need Chrollo.
Oh yeah, for Jump Force. Yeah.
Oh, for Jump Force.
Yeah, no question. I was saying that earlier. Like I need Chrollo in the game, dog. And I was telling Rhyme Style. I tweeted him. I was like, "Bro, I need Takatsuki from Gintama, man. I need some Gintama characters in this game. Like I already know JoJo characters are coming. Let me get some Gintama characters."
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised. I mean, everyone knew Bleach, Naruto, DBZ, but the fact that we're getting so much Hunter x Hunter love is like, whoa,
it's like, awesome.
Yeah, but then somebody pointed out the volumes did particularly well.
Yeah,
and I was like, this is why Togashi gets to do what he wants.
Exactly.
I mean, he's married to an editor, but at the same time,
the only series that does the same amount of volume sales per volume as One Piece and Hunter x Hunter is Attack on Titan. Those 3 series hit 1 million every volume.
Yo, Attack on Titan right now, man.
One Piece hits like 2 million plus, but Hunter x Hunter and Attack on Titan every volume hit 1 million. And it's impressive. I'm not caught up to Attack on Titan, but I'm pretty sure it's going down.
Bruh.
I mean, I left it at a moment. I left it about I think 7 months ago, and where I left it, I was like, this is getting so good. I want to see this animated. And like, usually
I've been
when a manga
anime, bro.
so good, I'm just gonna wait for the anime to come for that particular part I was watching.
Yeah, I'm anime only on that too, and everybody like that. I make videos on it, and everybody in my comments constantly just nonstop says, "Bro, what's about to come? You're not ready." Because apparently this is like what's about to be adapted in these coming episodes.
I'm not ready, bro.
Where are you talking?
Ain't ready, man.
Basement reveal's about to happen.
Hey, bro. I've been
What? Yo, I'm not ready, bro.
Not next episode. This season. Like,
oh my god, bro! I'm not ready.
Y'all ain't ready.
I'm anime only, bro. So I'm like,
hey, bro, Attack on Titan is the only.
Oh yeah, certain scenes. Yeah.
5 years that I'm stayed anime only to. The only one.
You still haven't broken? I remember you used to always say that. You still haven't broken.
I still am anime only, bro. It's the only series.
Bro, for me, it's that type of thing where it's like I feel like I wouldn't have the same enjoyment. Like I don't doubt the manga is amazing. It's like I told this to Laz, like Haikyuu. Sports anime just doesn't do it for me in manga. I'm sure it's amazing, but like with the soundtrack, like the fluid animation of
RPG. You know what? I'd agree with you with Haikyuu, but there's only one other sports series that will make me read the manga, and that's Hajime no Ippo, because It's just I have no words for it. It's just amazing.
Yeah, the Ippo manga is amazing.
Yo, dude,
But I fully get where you're
I was
coming
about to say, Ippo or Ashita no Joe, bro. Like the way they
man.
handle the manga is godly, man.
It is, man. But I feel like with the manga for IQ, a lot of people don't get appreciation. Where it's like for the anime, like we're getting to see the gameplay and everything going down. But I feel like with the manga, because it's telling us step by step what's going on, and people, I guess, kind of pass that by. They just want to see the action go down, really.
Yeah. And plus, I understand because sports series usually have like the godliest of soundtracks going down during those moments, like with Haikyuu and with Ippo.
Yeah.
Bro, whenever we have opening 2 playing during the roll, bro, like you know it's godly.
Oh,
bro.
forget about it. Forget about it, man.
I heard rumors, lies, that apparently this is going to be like a year-long season that's coming for Haikyuu.
Yeah, because basically, like,
yes, I don't have to read the manga. Yes!
I'll say this right now because we're in a really godly spot right now where the manga is, and like I heard there's supposed to be some stuff regarding Haikyuu, like a clay animation thing, but I don't know. It could lead to something afterwards. There's like more enough material for their season.
That's interesting.
Clay animation, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that. I almost blew a blood vessel.
But bro, all I'm saying is people are like going back to 2011 of anime, which started a lot of great series like Gintama, Steins Gate, and people are comparing it to 2019 because the amount of animes announced. If you're gonna go through some, Promise Neverland, Kimetsu no Yaiba, My Hero Season 4, One Punch Man Season 2, Vinland Saga, like so many shows.
I think Promise Neverland's gonna blow up.
I hope so, man.
I wanted to, but I'm not happy with the fact that Amazon has the rights to it. So like
that is true.
Because them, it's like, you know, them like Amazon's like they'll release one up like on time, and then weeks later it'll be like 2 weeks.
Another thing is they're really, really tight on like letting that shit leak. So I don't know if people are gonna be able to easily find it on the legal websites.
No, so somebody will find a way, but in terms of getting it subbed, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But 2019 really might be a year for anime.
It's going to be a year for video games too, bro.
Yeah,
it's going to be a godly year. I have Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out in January, bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man, I'm not ready for
it.
Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, I just
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead soon.
For some reason, as a kid, I just never played Kingdom Hearts. I have the whole collection in my hands.
Good man. Good man.
You must experience it all before January.
Yes. Yeah, because dude, the trailer that dropped this week, I've rewatched it like 50 times.
Yeah, that trailer, man.
I have Don't Think Twice stuck in my head every day, bro. Randomly at work, I'll be with another coworker doing dishes. I'll be like, "Narina, Shikai, Narina."
Bro, my whole timeline, it was just like it was Kingdom Hearts. Like people from different communities, the gaming community, the anime community, like I follow like a Twitch streamers, like YouTubers, like all from different communities. And my whole timeline, I'm like, all right, I guess it's Kingdom Hearts trailer dropped or something. Like,
yeah, because
dude,
bro, my 3 favorite characters got spotted.
It's so universally loved.
In this last trailer, bro, like this last trailer was, I'm not gonna say it was as impactful, but because the Aquanaut stuff was probably the craziest reveal I've ever seen in a trailer. But this last trailer was just so insane for so much of the stuff that it was showing for the story, right?
I gotta know, is because literally every single Kingdom Hearts fan I've talked to, is the story that complicated that I should not even bother?
No, play it. Just play it, bro.
Yeah, play
it. If you play it, you'll be able to get a grasp of the games. You just gotta play them in their chronological order.
People said to just play one. Everyone's telling me to play 1 and 2, drop the other games.
Oh no, hell no!
You're insane.
You can't play 3 without playing Days and Birth by Sleep, yo.
Yeah,
I'm reading the back here. Chain of Memories, a card game. Like
it's a Game Boy Advance game. That was actually my first Kingdom Hearts game. It is a Game Boy Advance game. The gameplay is not like 1 and 2, but it is like a card game of sorts. But bro, the cutscenes in that game are really, really good.
So how does it go? Final Mix, Chain of Memories, 358/2 days, and then 2 Sleep, Birth by Sleep, and then Recoded.
That sounds pretty factual. And after Recoded, I believe it's DDD
2.8.
Stream Drop Distance. Yeah, 2.8 Dream Drop Distance, 0.2 Chi, and then you'll be caught up.
So I have to play 2.8.
Oh, yeah, no question, bro.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Dude, yes. you have to see the greatness of Dream Drop Distance. What is
Kingdom Hearts Unchained?
That's that mobile game.
That is in that's a mobile game.
Is that another game I need to play?
You have to watch the videos for that. I still need to too, because the story that they're releasing for that mobile game,
dude, that's one
has
thing
been hinted at in that trailer.
Like, like, dude, there have to be on something. There could have been an easier way to title these. Like, how do you go from Chain of Memories to 358/2 days, and then you go Birth by Sleeps and then Recoded? What are these name titles?
They're phenomenal. Like, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, someone's clearly watching the stream because I'm getting DMs on how to play Kingdom Hearts now.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Recon, you see the comment Sen said about the director for Jump Force?
Hit me with it.
Yeah, so the game director for Jump Force said there's one series that is his personal favorite, and that he's gonna try and put as many characters from there. It isn't unknown. It's unknown what series that is, though.
Wait. So the series has not been. Or it's not there, or like he's shown stuff from it, or
yeah,
it better be Gintama.
Yeah, it says there's one series his personal favorite, and that he's gonna try and put as many characters as he can from there.
Dude, I'm predicting right now it's Jojo, bro. I think it might be Jojo. Bro, can you imagine all?
Jojo's next, so imagine all the Joestars. I mean, just all
the villains bro,
and the villains
and
bro. Can you imagine using Zawada?
Bro, Poochie, man, like.
Wait. We never got Dio, did we? Before?
No, we didn't get him in J Stars.
Dio's definitely. He's definitely in this one.
J Stars did not have Jotaro and Dio. The faces of the franchise, bro. It did not have them, bro.
But you know what's crazy? The Recon J Stars they had in the data mining, they found the movesets though for Dio and Jotaro.
Yo, and I can't believe that was cut, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like, how did Lucky Man pass the cut but not Dio?
Hey, hold on. We respect Lucky Man in this house. I can't let that slide. That was one of my means.
Lucky Man, bro.
What Hunter x Hunter characters do you want in the game?
Aside from what's already there, Crollo, Meruem, and Netero would be awesome.
Yeah, Leorio, Paranite, yeah.
I'm gonna beat everyone up with Leorio.
Listen, man, if I could play as a character who could beat himself while war punching Blackbeard, I'll take it.
Hey, that for sure.
Man, I forgot Blackbeard is in there.
Just putting holes in Miriam, bro. Miriam's going to the washroom after drinking Champa's juice.
Hey, it'll be crazy, Miriam versus Cell.
That'd be awesome. That's a dream match.
Yo, he imagine the dialogue. He's like, my brother.
No, not Miriam versus Cell. Miriam and Cell and Frieza.
Oh man.
Yo, I would love to have an interaction between Meruem and Aizen. Just have them talking, yo. Just have them interacting with each other. Like, oh, so you believe you're the king?
The intellectual level is off the charts.
Yeah, bro. And then you have Joseph imagine if coming in there showing he's the actual intellectual between the two.
Imagine if Utsuro is playable.
Utsuro, bro. Dude, I'd mark out so hard, man.
Bro, conversation between Utsuro and Aizen.
That would be godly because it would make sense for both characters.
Utsuro, Aizen, and Mother.
That would be something. That would be something. For some reason, I've always wanted to have an interaction between Whitebeard and Madara. For some reason, maybe we saw the versus battles we used to have back in the day in the community. But I've always wanted to have an interaction between Aizen and Madara and Whitebeard and Madara, just for the hell of it.
the good old matchup.
Toki and Joseph.
Yeah. Yep.
If Joseph gets announced, all I want is him to fit his finishing move is next you're gonna say is.
Man.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'd rather hope that they add that as a taunt. Like you get to taunt your characters with a favorite word. So during the fight, just Joseph's gonna be like, next you're gonna say whatever. Hisoka does his weird elastic love type thing.
Jotaro says yada yada daze.
I would love that.
Could you imagine if they went that extra mile just to make sure that Joseph has a line for every character? So like next you're gonna say is bungee gum. Next you're gonna before they use the move. Like he says it before, like it's an automated. Oh
Do you know what? If that was the case, online people would hate to fight him because out of anger, they probably wouldn't want to use the move that he said. You gotta use
for real.
Exactly.
Make the fight easier for you.
That's what you made Joseph, bro.
Yeah. Oh man. Yo, that would be freaking awesome. Next, you're gonna use Gear 4. That'd be good.
Oh man,
Luffy, could you imagine Luffy starts going crazy? He's like, how'd you know?
Nah, he's into the deal. It's like next you can use Awado. He's like, Nani.
Yo, speaking of that, I saw somebody saying that they saw this one in one of the Yugi screenshots. Apparently, they saw the Hokuto no Ken world.
Oh yeah. Also in the Killua.
Rao Green.
Oh my god.
Rao.
In the Killua and Kurapika scan, apparently Toguro was there.
Yeah, it looks like Killua was attacking Toguro. It kind of looked like Toguro. Yeah,
bro. Yeah. I was telling my friends earlier, bro. Like it's already hard enough for me to have like a 3 to use, but if Yusuke's in the game, it's the hardest starting lineup I've ever had to have in a game, bro. Because I have so many goats.
I think Kurama might be in this one.
Yeah,
because really excited.
Yonka production was teasing some shit.
Yeah.
If Kurama's in this, I'd be really happy because I thought that he needs to get a bit more love as well. If you're gonna put in Yusuke here,
Hiei, man,
especially Kurama and Hiei getting the special on the 26th next month.
Don't forget my man Kawabara.
Yeah, Spirit Sword, bro.
Dragon of the Darkness Flame, bro.
Yo, Yoko Kurama would be so sick to use, man.
Yo, as a transformation?
Yeah.
Bro, because remember, they're doing that with Gear 4 and with Super Saiyan Blue Goku, so I could very well see Yoko Kurama.
An adult Gon, bro. Like, he's
bro.
Gon was one of my favorite characters in J-Stars because of the way they made his power system.
Yes, it was really cool.
Like I really enjoyed it.
I hated facing Killua and J-Stars, bro. Killua and J-Stars was so annoying, dog. Like people would just trap you with the lightning in the corner. That was just pissed me off, dude. But we'll see, man. Yeah, what's gonna be a bro? Can you imagine that though, man? Like whatever that guy's favorite series is, and he has all these characters from that one series. I low key, I'm really hoping that it's like a series that I'm a tard of, man. Like I'm really.
I better not be some.
I would have said like something like Hunter x Hunter or One Piece, but the fact when you said Joestar, it just makes so much sense because so many people have a different favorite Joestar.
Yeah, and their abilities are so different from each other.
Yeah, so imagine you come in and you're like the Joestar family bloodline, and then you've got Dio, and then you've got man, I'd love it. I'd love it.
Yeah, man, that would be awesome sauce. And then I wonder how many, because bro, we already have 18 characters announced, and I know that the creator said he's not focusing on balance; he's just focusing on throwing as much awesome stuff together as possible. So, hey man, they're gonna just continue to push out.
I'm okay with that. Treat it like Smash, where it's like a party game more than a serious game.
That's what he said.
I mean, just keep
focusing on the matchups.
Yeah. I wonder if My Hero Academia will.
My Hero's definitely have a lot of characters.
Because I enjoyed Fighters, but my only issue with it was like it was too like.
You know, Cypher, bro. It's funny to bring up Fighters now, right? Because for years, I've always heard people crap on GT. Like GT has a special place in my heart, right? And every single game since Super Saiyan 4 has been introduced, I've used them, bro. Like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is my guy, so not having him in Fighters kills me, bro. Yeah. Like not having Omega Shenron and Gogeta in a game doesn't feel like a Dragon Ball game to me anymore. It's like, and I love Fighters, bro. I really, really do. But I'm like, man, I don't have my Gogeta, bro.
Hey, listen, man, that game is playable now because 17's in the game.
That's a shoot, yo.
But somebody asked about My Hero. I think as popular as My Hero became in the West, there's no way they wouldn't have My Hero characters in this.
Yeah,
like I'd be shocked. I think we may even get 4. I think we get even 4 characters. We might get like Bakugo, Deku, All Might, and
Deku, Bakugo, All Might,
Todoroki, and then Shigaraki.
For the villain, I would even throw All For One, honestly.
No, I don't even think we'll get Shigaraki. I think we'll just get their sensei. I think.
All For One.
Okay. Dude, give me All For One Rao, bro.
Bro, All For One and Rao, relax.
Yeah, dude. Well, All For One would look really clean. With these graphics, All For One would look really clean.
He would, honestly, with
the
mask and
All For One, and then Utsuro comes with his mask, and they have a conversation.
With their teams playing.
Yo, All For One and Blackbeard, bro. Same voice.
Yo, that's facts.
Oh, yeah.
That's facts.
You know what? I miss Blackbeard. I miss him so much in the manga. Like we just need to hire him because the reason why I love Blackbeard is just he's kind of like what a pirate meant to be. The guy is just crazy.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I think he'll appear at the end of one.
I want to. Do you know what? You know what? You reminded me. Did you hear One Piece's editor? He's doing the same thing that. I mean, I think it's the editor thing now. Like the same thing Hunter x Hunter. The editor said something shocking is going to happen, and he's like, it's the first time I cried. Like reading a manga, and now One Piece has come out and said the same thing. He said just before the Reverie, he said the next few chapters are going to blow everyone away. And it's like, oh man, well, what's Oda gonna do now? Because the last time he did that, no spoilers, but you saw what we got in Marijoa.
Yeah.
So
I'm still talking about it to this day. Those 3 chapters back to back. I still talk about it every time I see anybody that's in the One Piece. I talk to them about those 3 chapters. Like what do you think about the hat? What do you think about 907? What do you think about M? I always ask the same things, yo.
You know what? Northside is here, and I know Northside is losing his mind.
Oh, you asked about that, right? It's like your favorite, one of your most memorable.
Yeah, bro, that's like a Conan reveal, honestly. Yes, him.
Bro, the Conan reveal in chapter 1008.
Oh yeah,
that's getting animated next year, bro.
What is going on in manga, bro? And then we had the Ippo chapters this year too, bro. Like, what is going on, dog?
Ippo broke me, man. But I still think there's something big. I think there's something coming.
Yeah,
I believe
he's teasing it too much.
Yeah.
He keeps teasing that he will come back, and then he says that he won't. So it's kind of
he has to, bro. The series is called Hajime no Ippo, bro. It's he's gotta come back, man. But
I heard the theory that basically the reason why he messed up so much is because he wasn't wearing the weights. Because he was wearing them all the time while training, and when he took them off, it threw him off balance. Basically.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I need that season 4, man.
For real, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I need to see
need that season 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, bro. Listen, just season 4 in general, because I can't even call it a fight. I call it a death match. I need this.
Oh yeah,
animated.
the S&M match.
It's one of my favorite. I mean, even the build up to the fight was like, so you knew something bad was gonna happen. You're like, this is no longer something that's for money or profession. Like these two are gonna kill each other.
If I hear the words, I'm gonna send you to the graveyard, bro. That's gonna shake me, man. Does he hear that in Japanese?
That fight was legendary.
It truly is. It truly is.
Bro, I was just trying to think of how many other series we could get in this game, because they're gonna have to add some new generation series. And
bro, I'm looking.
Black Clover is gonna be in
Stars. They added like I don't know if you ever. Probably none of you read Nisekoi.
Oh, I did. I really enjoyed it
in the game
up until the end.
Okay, yeah. So they had Chitoge and like Hinata from Haikyuu in like G-Stars, and I'm like, bro, they could literally add anyone. I don't know how far they're willing to go though.
Bro, they added Yugi Moto, bro. In this game, dog.
Bro, some man's like, what is a card player gonna do? And I just responded to him, Exodia.
Bro, because the thing
In the
is,
story.
because the thing is, Yugi can be played as a stand user, like legit have the monster fighting for you, like have Dark Magician fighting for you in the same way Star Platinum does for Jotaro, and it just works out. And I'm looking forward to seeing how awesome he'll be playable, man. Man, dude, so many series in this in Jump's history. It's gonna be fun, and I know they're gonna focus on the heavy hitters. So we're gonna of course be getting like My Hero and Clover reveals probably soon. But I'm looking forward to seeing what other of like the classics and of the series that aired before, because I really want some Reborn characters in the game, man. Reborn and Kenshin characters will be awesome. Because, dude, Reborn only had one person representing it in J-Stars, and now they're doing manga characters. Like, this is Succession War Kurapika, end of series Ichigo. Like, bro, we need end of series Suna. I need him, coach. I need end of series Suna from Reborn. Give me current Alan Walker, bro. Oh,
yeah, dude, Alan.
I'll take it, man.
Yo, him and Kanda, bro. Oh my god.
Yes, yo. I'll fucking take it, dog.
Bro, if I want to take it back even further within the years and stuff, man, Dark Schneider.
Yes.
I would need him in the game, man.
Where's Toriko?
Toriko too, bro. It's Tarzan, bro.
The third is a transformation.
I'm telling you. Yo, Northside, bro. Can you imagine playing a star?
Sorry, bro.
Yo.
God.
Bro, Jump Force is going to be one of the only games I've ever bought for both consoles, bro, because I'm buying it for Xbox and PS4, yo.
Hey, good,
so that I can play with all my friends, man. Because Jump Force is going to be the type of game where you just need to play with everybody.
Exactly.
I got to buy that for both consoles for sure.
Yeah, man.
And if it goes up for the Switch, bro, I'm going to have to make that purchase as well, doc.
Hey, man. I do it 3 times.
Yo, Recon, I just wanted to make sure, if I stream Kingdom Hearts, I should block out the theme songs, right? I heard that shit's like copyright shit.
Oh, man, dude. Utada Hikaru will come to your house and snipe you, yo.
That is fine.
Would showing the cutscenes be fine?
I think you should be because there's so many walkthroughs on YouTube for KH that it should be fine.
Okay, just anytime I hear singing, just cancel out the volume.
Yeah, bro. Whenever Sanctuary or Simple and Clean starts playing, you turn everything off, bro.
Yeah, you turn the console.
Because it's not the black
legendary.
Stream cancel.
Yeah, then you just check your mail every day.
It's gonna be tequila, bro. It's
Tequila.
Oh, man. Greatness, man. Dude. I gotta read the latest Conan arc, man. I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do it because Hunter x Hunter won't please come out tomorrow, but I gotta do it.
Yeah, usually when it comes to DC, I just keep up with the spoilers and wait for the anime to watch the whole thing.
Yo, I respect it, man.
Yeah, man. But I don't know. Conan's in a nice spot too, man. But like, Jesus.
Yo,
Guys, I just finished Alabasta.
Yes!
Yo!
Yes! Sticker and I can finally do the stream. Yo, Sticker, bro. The Nakama sign, bro. The Nakama sign. BX!
Oh my god.
Yes.
I
Yes.
miss Vivi already.
That's a shoot.
She's like my third. Zoro and Luffy are the GOAT, but like Vivi is like my third favorite character and
Vivi greatness.
She's gone. Damn it, man. I knew this was gonna happen too. I know she's gonna stay there. But she needs to.
Man, I can't wait until you reach Water 7.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what he's about to get into right now, yo. Because I really love
joined.
I really love what's next, and it's Sticker's journey, bro.
Oh, it's a lot of greatness to go.
Yeah, man.
Dude, Nico Robin just shows up. And she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna join her crew." And they're all like,
You know what's crazy about that is that since you're reading it, you had no idea. All of us the people who watch
the opening spoiled that shit.
Yeah, we all got spoiled in the opening. So that's one of the plot twists. Yeah, the opening spoils it. But the moment is still impactful because of what happened in the entire story. But as a manga reader, like I can only imagine how.
Yeah.
Holy flag nards! Miss all Sunday. On the shift,
bro. All I know is the boy you're about to enter the Jaya arc, which is a very slept on arc.
Yeah, but it's godly. Oh my god, man.
Jaya has so many introductions.
All those chopped. All right, yeah, we'll talk about it next time. Yeah, that'll be beast.
Yo, dreams never die.
That's facts. That is a hard shoot. Yo, there was a comment. There was a comment by Izuku. He said, if we get Saito, it's over because he wasn't in J-Stars, bro. Yo, Saito, Hajime Saito, bro. That'd be great.
That's my officer.
That's a fact, bro. A member of the Shinsengumi, bro.
Dude,
bro, I need the real Shinsengumi.
Yeah, bro. I need Hiji. I need Kondo, bro. I need my goats, bro.
You give me a Saito versus Kondo fight, man. I don't know what to do.
that would be good.
Yeah, man. Shishio, bro, versus Utsuro.
Yo,
Shishio versus Takasugi.
Yeah, Shishio versus Takasugi. That was that would be perfect.
Yeah, the Battle of the Evil Kings.
Yeah. Family Guy. D Greyman fans, we do have a wars, bro. Like that junk comes out every couple months, and that's what's making Tama fans. We're gonna get it every.
I haven't read that in a while. D Greyman.
Yeah, it comes out literally like 7-8 pages at times.
Yeah. D-Goat, man, bro.
Yeah. Bro, I'm too terrified to get into Berserk. That shit scares me. Like, genuinely terrifies me with some of the panels I've seen.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, you get on it.
Bro, when I saw that horse panel, I was like, oh hell no.
Yeah. It's gonna fuck you up a bit, but still.
It's funny because Berserk was my second manga, right? So like I went from One Piece, which it has its fair share of.
How do you go from One Piece to Berserk?
It has its fair stuff of like a fair share of messed up stuff, right? So like, but nothing compared to like the messed up stuff we see in Berserk. And this is what happened, right? I always marked out over One Piece in my TV production class, and my friend Austin told me, "Yo, yeah, I know you really like this and this, but you have to check out this series called Berserk." And I was like, "Okay, man, I'll give it a shot." I went home, bro, and I started reading it, and I was addicted, man. I was like, yo, this is something that I've never witnessed before. And, you know, in that golden age, I zipped through it. But the first couple chapters before the golden age really sealed the deal for Berserk for me because I just, the whole Black Swordsman saga, it really angers me when they don't show that saga in the movies, and unfortunately, it was butchered really badly in the actual anime itself. But that saga is really what got me into Berserk, yo. That whole Black Swordsman stuff. I was like, yo, this dude Guts is a beast, man. And yeah, that was my second manga, bro. Went from One Piece to Berserk. Greatest.
So the best-selling manga in the history, and arguably considered the best manga in history.
You know, I can definitely see how people could make the case for that for sure. No question. But the best-selling manga in history still is to me the best manga in history. It is.
And you said it's your first series?
Yeah. Well, my first manga. My first manga.
Okay,
My first anime was like Sailor Moon or Dragon Ball or something.
Okay, so like One Piece was my favorite manga, but I didn't get into the manga. I got into the manga because I got so passionate about the anime.
Yeah,
we were in that garbage ass filler after Dressrosa.
And that's what I'm saying, because I was mainly watching the anime for Bleach and Naruto, and I would keep up with manga for both, but I was mainly for anime when it came to Bleach. This was my main series, and then I would watch my other animes as well. But when I got into One Piece and I caught up, I said there is no way I'm stopping here. I'm reading the manga, and that's how and that's why I always say One Piece is my first manga, because that was a series that. My journey truly started with the manga after I caught up with the anime, and that's why I was called my first manga.
Bro, if I never watched One Piece, or I would have never discovered the community, because there's literally nothing I've felt so much passion about. I never thought I'd feel like this way. When I caught up to One Piece, bro, I couldn't get enough. I had to search up on YouTube, and then that's why I found like Joy Boy and Roger. And I'm like, yo, this is the shit I want to talk about. Like, I need an outlet to talk about my passion.
Absolutely.
And that's why that's the Roger and Joy Boy, and I started my own YouTube channel. And then a year and a half later, talking to everybody.
That's right. Yeah, man, that's flipping awesome sauce, yo. I feel like we all have a similar thing of how we got into YouTube. It can all stem from, we just wanted a platform to be able to talk to other people about this awesome thing that we want to get off our chest. And for me, it's a similar thing to yours, where the first time I ever got a smartphone camera where I could finally upload to YouTube, I said, F it, man, I want to talk about One Piece, dog. And that's how I'm here today, bro. So that's really cool. We have a similar experience there when it comes to that. Senato asked me, would I rather have Jing playable or Giotto, bro? Listen, man. We don't know enough about Jing, but like I always tell you, Edo, since Yusuke is Jing and Yusuke's gonna be in the game, I'll take Giotto, bro. I'll take Giotto, so that way I can play as both Jing and Giotto. Because you know how awesome Giotto will be able to play as, especially if it's manga Giotto, and we're getting the stuff from the from the succession arc, man. Oh, yes, give it all to me, bro. It'll be awesome sauce. But yeah, guys, man, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up since we stopped talking about the greatest of Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, guys, for sure, the chapter is coming out
tomorrow morning.
And then One Piece possibly comes out tonight as well. So it's gonna be crazy. I'm probably not gonna be able to get to either of those until I get home from work tomorrow. But one thing is for sure, that we'll be continuing with the awesome sauce. I cannot wait for this batch of chapters of Hunter x Hunter, and I can't wait to see what happens next in all these manga that is going on right now, man. And it was a blast talking to you guys about the Hunter x Hunter greatness. So I always feel like when it comes to Hunter x Hunter, it's always best to talk with others about what you're thinking, because so much stuff comes up in your head. Yeah. Hunter x Hunter is such a complicated series.
And someone has so many different thoughts.
Yes, exactly.
Great ideas just pop off.
Bro, all we need to do is after these 10, if it truly ends after 10 chapters, or whenever he goes on hiatus again, we need to all rendezvous back on here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll be in there, coach. And if that chapter really is as crazy as it is, bro, we'll have another stream.
Yeah, exactly.
Just talk about how crazy that chapter was. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and start from Shadow to me, man. Shadow, man, where can the good people find you, my friend?
What?
Where can the good people find you, bro? Like, do you have any plugs, any links?
I'm done.
Yo, follow my man at Uchiha Shadow on Twitter, bro. That's it. That's his Twitter, man. Yo, Sticker, bro.
Wait.
Plug.
Well, what's his Twitter again? Hold on.
His Twitter is at Uchiha Shadow.
You can find me on YouTube and Twitter at Sticker Trigger. And
you're Uchiha Shadow? Okay.
just posting about Gintama.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
much. It will die when Gintama ends until I find something else to talk about.
Hey man, you'll be catching up to One Piece soon, bro. That could
Yeah, probably do that.
Yo,
it can go in its place.
for sure, man. And I can't wait to do that stream, yo. Laz, bro, let the good people know where they can find you aside from Meltzer's house, bro.
Aside from there, man, Google search, type in Commodore Laz, every single link you could possibly find, and even like the warrant searches, you'll find me there.
Cypher, man, let the good people know where they can find you, my friend.
They can find me at Dustin. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, Dustin's a good man, bro. I wonder what boys doing.
Giving bad opinions about One Piece, but jokes aside. Jokes aside, you can find me at ProZypher. Same thing, Laz. Just Google search it. ProZyPher. You should find all my links. Thanks again, Recon.
Oh, for sure, man. It was a lot of fun. I'm really happy that so many of us were able to join. I haven't been able to talk to a couple. I haven't been able to talk to a couple of y'all in a while. I'm glad to have had my old friends speak in Northside, man, and like those two I used to talk to about Hunter x Hunter back when I first got into the series. So it was really nice having them on here. And then of course Rodney, that I which was Rising King, that I always talk to him about Hunter x Hunter on Facebook and whatnot. He's the leader of our Hunter Association Facebook group that we have in the
that group is great.
So it's a great group. So shout out to that group and it's absolute awesome stuff. I was so happy to actually have all of us together in one call. So many awesome ideas and discussions, and it was a lot of fun, man. Shout out to everybody in the comments for the people that are still here, man. Like Family Guy's still here, Jim Marks is still here, Aragi Senpai is still here, Niall still here, DJ still here, Wither Jockey still here, Seneto still here. Like shout out to everybody who still made it this far. I think Izuku's still here as well. And you guys are awesome sauce, and I really do appreciate it. They're saying that this was a go stream, an awesome stream, and I could not agree more, man. This was a lot of fun. Finally talking about the greatness. Hunter comes back this weekend, and I can't wait for it, man. I will catch y'all next time. Have an awesome sauce of a day. Stay blessed. Into like swimwear, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for the greatness of the best-selling manga in history and Togashi's Sick in the Head. I'll see y'all next time.